like I said, monumental moment. I'm so delighted for them. But even the everyday average Jamaican football fan, like the president said, and that is the president of the Reggae Boys and Reggae Girls Supporters Club, Mr. Issa Allen, these guys are getting to see their hero on home soil, and it's not the Reggae Boys who are doing it. So relish the moment, bask in the wonderful spectacle to come. And also do try to cheer for Cavalier as well if you can. I mean, I understand that you're there to see the GOAT, but it is a Jamaica Premier League club that Inter Miami are up against. So do try to extend some support to those guys as well if you can. And guys, we're almost close to kickoff. Some 34 minutes to go until kickoff. How do you see this one panning out?
And I sent you the starting lineups of both teams. They're in the group. So if you,
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
don't know where it would be on. I don't know. They probably posted on Instagram. I'm not sure, but I sent them to you. Um, I think there's a little bit of change in the Cavaliers lineup. I think. Um, so at the back, we're gonna have same back line: Vino Bartlett, McCleary, Ling, Richard King in the back four with Christopher Ainsworth outside left back. Um, I think Watson and Dwayne Allen will be starting in the midfield. Then we got Jamaro Calvin, Dwayne Atkinson, Richters, and then we have I think this is Chad Milan starting up top. So no Shaquille Stein for Cavaliers this time around. No Shaquille Stein. Um, I know you will get it up soon. I'm just reading it out. For Inter Miami, we got Oscar Starry, the keeper, Jordi Alba, Noah Allen, Max Milano, Ian Frey. That completes the back line. Okay, you got it right there. Then you have Segovia, Busquets, and Federico Redondan. I used this player on FIFA. I didn't even know he was from Inter Miami. Then we got Tadeo Allende, Suarez, and David Ruiz. Um, finish out the lineup for Inter Miami.
You got the big man, the GOAT on the bench. Do you think there's a chance that we might see him in at some point of the game, even if it
For
is
sure, for
either?
sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
the
He's
stadium
definitely
would
touching
erupt.
the
Good,
pitch.
good thing the stadium don't have a roof on it, because surely they would blow off that roof, right?
For sure, he's gonna come on. I just figure he wouldn't come on this trip if he wasn't planning to feature. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is, he's not injured. They say it's just this.
Caution.
No,
I
it's
think because they have a crucial fix.
fatigue.
Remember,
It's just fatigue.
yeah. But you have
So
to remember also that Argentina. The thing about the thing that people don't realize now, Inter Miami, I think 90% of their coaching staff is Argentine. So if you really look into it, this Messi plays for Argentina, as Crystal pointed out. They're trying to defend their crown next year. And they have crucial World Cup qualifying games coming up against Brazil. So with a 90% contingent of Argentine coaching staff, you would think that they would try to protect the jewel of their country more than anything else.
but
Um,
for sure, I mean, Messi's camp knows that they just got to make sure he goes through and plays when it's necessary and all that. So his camp will know that. They know his age, they know his legs. So he's not injured. They just say it's fatigue and he missed a couple games already. So they just want to manage him however they want, which is good. It's kind of trying to preserve his legs for when he really needs it, you know?
Definitely. Before I continue, before I forget my manners, let me just big up you guys there in the comment section. Big up yourself, Texican. Big up yourself, Grimy Family Production. Marvelous Mac Man. Big up yourself. The Doc is here. Big up yourself to the doctor in the comment section. Damien, big up yourself. Also, Owen. And also, who else do we have? I think we got. I'm sure I saw Coach's Desk. Coach's Desk is in the comment section as well. If you're not familiar with Coach's Desk, please do get familiar. Head over to his channel where you can keep up to date with Jamaica athletics and also the Reggae Boys and Reggae Girls as well.
Big up preacher,
Um,
big up, big up, big up. But
so
remember,
yeah,
guys, yeah. Oh, sorry,
continue,
sorry.
continue.
Now I was saying, remember also, guys, 52 Dumbarton Road, in terms of the Reggae Boys match that will be coming up. The Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club fully behind supporting the both Reggae Boys and Reggae Girls team. So please remember to check that out. I think this ad should be run at some point in time during the stream. So please remember to check that out, people.
Boys and Girls Supporters Club and Original Dancehall Thursday invite you to rally behind the Reggae Boys as they take on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In the Gold Cup prelims, join us Friday, March 21st at 52 Dunbarton Avenue for the ultimate Reggae Boys watch party. Doors open at 4 p.m. Performance by Luciana, Tishana, Rebel T Sound, Oliver Metro Media, Alanza R. Admission $500. Come out in the Jamaican colors. Diaspora fans, sign up now and watch it on JFF Live.
So the big throwaway question, can they do it, lads? Can they overturn the deficit? Ideally, in an ideal world, you want to do this before halftime. So maybe on the stroke of halftime, going into the halftime break. But again, all important question, can they overturn this deficit?
Well, I think Mr. Speed says that he's looking to get the first goal and get it early, and if they do that, I think they have to just take the game in stages and adjust as they go along. If it goes in favor of them, um, getting that first goal, then the plan continues. They can keep the same plan, but it just all depends on how the game goes. I mean, I don't know if they can do it. They played a very good, game in Miami. As I said, it was tough calls, going against them. But I don't know if they can do it. We are hoping that they can do it and keep the game alive as long as possible, you know what I mean? And keep the fans entertained. And it's a home match for them. And I think they'll put out a whole lot more this time around, in front of the home fans.
I hope so too. I hope almost like cautiously optimistic, but I think that's just trying to be patriotic because like we said, they're a team from our country, so naturally we're going to back them. So cautiously optimistic, and listen, if they cannot pull this one off, then wow, what a moment it would be. And I guess the biggest moment for those Jamaica football fans is them anticipating seeing Messi play. But I guess at this point now, with what just under 30 minutes until kickoff, the guys who are inside the stadium, they would have seen a glimpse of their goat already. So maybe for them it's almost like, okay, this was well worth the wait. They can see that little Argentine magician breathing in the same air as them.
Well, I'm just hoping that it will go according to how we want it, but I don't know. That's just life. It's just a mystery still. We don't know what will happen, but we're hoping that the team can pull it off, and the fans enjoy their time in the stadium, and I hope they get to see Messi, grace the office, the national stadium, and touch the grass out there.
Hopefully. All right, I need to figure out how I'm going to tune into this one. How you guys watching this one? Issa and Cece.
You can watch it from the CONCACAF YouTube channel. Um, yeah, you're in Europe, so it's supposed to be free for you. Once
Yeah.
once you're outside CONCACAF, you can watch it on the CONCACAF YouTube channel.
All right. So people might, if it's not working for them, it might be a case of them needing a
Yeah,
VPN.
once you're in the US and CONCACAF and Canada,
Hmm.
um, it's not going to work for you. You have to be outside of CONCACAF.
Just for once, it pays to be living in
So
once.
yeah, you should be good.
For once. So you guys have the lineup right there in front of you, and if you're just tuning in, as I said, to reiterate, Messi, he is starting the game off on the bench. Hopefully, though, I'm hoping that we'll see him at some point in the game. Maybe this might be a case of him coming onto the field of play. in the latter stages of the final 45 or the second 45, but we just have to wait and see until that one comes to fruition. Doc says it's on One Soccer in Canada. Anyone wanting to know? Thank you for that, Doc. Joseph Gray, pick up yourself, Joseph. Pioneer in the building. And let me know in the comment section, guys, what is your score prediction? What's your score prediction from this one? And have you witnessed a bigger moment? That's what I want to know from you guys in the comment section. Have you witnessed a bigger moment in terms of sporting icon? In
That's a
Jamaica?
good question because you have some of the OGs in the comment section. Pioneer,
Yeah.
Preacher,
Yeah.
Coaches this. Tell us, have you witnessed a bigger moment in Jamaica when it comes on to why are you sticking into football or are you just saying overall?
That's an excellent one. In general.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so we're speaking like across sports, basically.
Yeah, like a bigger moment. Have you seen any Pioneer? Preacher, have you seen any, any type of sporting moment that would, be considered, bigger than this locally? Oh, he said the 98 World Cup campaign. I think the
In
frenzy and everything was great in the 98 campaign. I probably
You
was
know what?
everything.
Prezi? We might have to stick a pin in it. I have someone backstage,
Yeah.
and he might be able to answer that one for us.
All
Because
right.
he's been around since the Earth was created. So I think he'll be able to answer that one for us. Mr. Mikey B, how are you,
I know
sir?
it was Mr. Mikey, man.
The moment that is equal to this moment is when Pele came to Jamaica in the 70s.
Say that again.
When Pele came to Jamaica in the 70s.
Do you remember that? That's a genuine question, by the way.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
Wow.
The frenzy was similar to this,
It was
keep running.
it was Cosmos playing Santos Club.
Okay.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
I think they said it was like a Cavalier Invitational playing Santos Invitational.
No, it was a Cosmos playing Santos. Jamaica Football Club Santos. That's when Santos was the big team in Jamaica.
Okay.
I
I
thought
think that was
maybe
it.
it
And
was Santos. That's
then
actually why
But
you
that
told
means then he must have come back again because I heard one where they said he came for a Santos Invitational playing a Cavalier Invitational.
no. It was the New York Cosmos playing Santos Invitational.
Or well, we can't speak on that because I even hear them discussing it on the radio.
I think
So
that's what it is. Because I mean, I was very young at that time, so but that's what I think it was. And Billy Perkins put him down.
there's a bus attack upon him.
Yes, man.
me. I said, look, if the opportunity is there to tackle Messi, you better tackle that man. He's gonna respect you way more than you just standing there and
No,
doing
no.
that.
I don't think any of these Cavaliers defenders is like how Billy Perkins used to play. Billy Perkins
Nah,
was a rough centre half. So
they might surprise you, Mikey B.
no, King is a smooth player, and Leng looked like is the more one to put in the harder tackles. King read the game well. That's what King have for going for him. He's also a good tackler, but he reads the game well. So he don't just cling down, go to the floor a lot. He's usually standing up. Therefore, he's reading the game pretty well. And if any defender say keep going down, therefore he's not reading the game fast enough.
That's probably too late to where he should be.
Exactly. So he's not reading the game fast enough. So therefore, I think that King is like Pinnock, Ethan Pinnock. They don't really go down much. That's what I like about Ethan Pinnock. I like a defender that's always on his feet and not on his side. That is me, because usually a defender that is always on his feet, you don't get many penalties from him, giving up many penalties or getting cards a lot. And you don't see Ethan Pinnock getting a lot of cards. You don't see King getting a lot of cards.
Yeah, they read the game well.
You
Would
read
any
it.
of you tackle Messi if you were playing for Cavalier tonight?
Huh?
If you guys were playing for Cavalier, would you tackle Messi?
Why not? If him have the ball, so we tackle him, get the ball from him. We're gonna make him the walk into the goal and score 12.
Issa?
Man. Listen,
You're
Messi.
going
Hold
for
on.
his ankles?
I have a question for you, Crystal.
Probably
I
give
am
my
sure.
shoulder to shoulder bumps.
Yeah, look, hold on. I'm sure Messi have 10 toes, 2 feet, and 10 fingers, right? He's just human like everybody else. He's just a little bit
Yeah,
more skillful with the ball.
a lot of people will be starstruck by him, though, especially like these
No,
young.
I don't think the Cavaliers player are going to be starstruck by him. No.
You don't think so?
No, I think they're going to step up them game because he's on the park. When you play against higher, when somebody think of that's a higher competition, your game step up.
Yeah, we
You're a bit
see.
nervous. Maybe the first 5-10 minutes, you have a little jitters. If you make one good tackle, take the ball off and put your confidence level be in trouble.
Yeah, I think you see a
That's what
lot.
I think.
You see a lot in professional football, though. Like
Can you
when
guys hear me?
Loud
Yeah,
and clear.
Hello. Oh, I'm gone.
We're hearing you. You probably got a call a while ago or something.
yeah, probably can't
What
hear us.
happened here?
You can't hear us?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I'm out.
Show him a thumbs up.
Right, I'm gonna take him off and then bring him back on. Let's see if that works. Can you hear us, Mikey B? I think you're right. I think he got a call, sir. I'm gonna message him in the private chat and tell him to like come back out and come back in. I think he's got some technical issues. Here you go. Back out and back. Hopefully he comes back. And Mikey B, if you're still listening, we could hear you. I left you a comment in the private chat. So if you re-enter the studio, then I'll let you back on. You can hear us now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Yeah, we were saying that we could hear you, but if that happens again, I think you just need to like exit the studio and then come back in.
Yeah. Well, I won't be staying with you guys long because where I am here in Big T, they don't have cable TV, so I have to be watching it on my phone.
You're in Texas.
Yes. And my family down here they don't deal with cable TV, so I have to be watching on my phone. So I get you at halftime and after the game.
Before you agree to the trip.
Huh?
Didn't you read the itinerary before you agreed to the trip?
I'm here trying to see if I can find it on YouTube, but I'm looking all over for it. I don't see it. So
If you're in the US, you're not going to be able to view it unless you have a VPN.
oh, okay. So then I have to go on my phone and download Fox Sports, and then I can watch
download Fox Sports.
Maybe you could come back and join us for some halftime.
Yeah,
maybe
halftime. Yeah,
halftime
halftime.
talk.
I'll come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them what you do in the meantime before the game. Because I probably think if you're gonna download the Fox Sports, you're gonna have to subscribe and all of them stuff.
No.
there.
I think because it's free on FX2.
FX2.
It's
Okay.
free, so therefore you can watch it on Fox Sports. If it's not free, you can't watch it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
if it's free, then, and I don't know if them have the geo blockers and those things too, but check it out.
Well, I looked on it and it says starts in 20 minutes or 25 minutes. I figured that they're going to show it, but then again they may block it. And then the Spanish station, I was trying to see if I could find it, but
it's on when I'm gonna watch it on VIX Premium, but I'm watching it through Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't have here.
Well, I'm watching it on VIX Premium. Hopefully it's in English.
Yeah. The last time it came on the Spanish station, the Spanish cable station that show all the football, I think it's TRN or TDN or whatever it is. Yeah.
I'm hoping it's in English because if not, I just watch it on my phone through the CONCACAF option.
Yeah. So anyway, Cal, you said the score. I think Cavaliers may hold them to a 1-1 or a 0-0. even with standing Messi on the field. I don't think he's going to start. I think them going to come on and get 10
No,
minutes.
he's on the bench.
Oh, the lineup is already out. He's on the
Oh,
bench.
see, I haven't seen the lineup, but he's going to come on in the last 10 minutes. You know what? Because he's in Jamaica, and when him look up at the stands, all them Argentina tops him seeing the stand, him have to give them at least a 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, that would be lovely. That would be lovely.
Because when he came to Jersey a couple of years ago before the World Cup, he only gave them 10 minutes. Okay, 'cause I guess the owner of Red Bull Stadium said, listen, if you don't put Messi on, they went tear down the stadium. So they put him off at 10 minutes and him scored two. Argentina
Hey,
scored two
hey,
quick
hey,
goals.
Mr. Mikey D, don't be giving those Jamaicans no idea. You know what we're like.
They must
Them
coughing. Hey, they
send
must start
Mascherano
coughing
at
from the first
halftime
half
and
finish. From the second
brace
half.
Mascherano against the wall and tell him, say, if you don't do this, you're not leaving this stadium.
Listen, from the second half start, they must start coughing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm see what the guys are saying. Big up yourself, coaches. Desk coaches that says 98 was epic, but Messi takes it to another level. It's a messy affair.
I want
Go on, Mr. Ballin.
I want to see how big the crowd is. I don't know.
I think it's pretty big. Coaches Desk is saying live football TV free. I think you might have to elaborate on that there, Coaches Desk. Yes, you spun me with that one. Doc is saying he said that he's hearing that all now Messi hasn't left the dressing room. What do you guys make of that? Messi's moving like a superstar, you know?
A ninja man. When him come up on the when him come sit down, just a big cloud of smoke. And just on the bench, nobody can find him.
Jesus. Well, I'm sure he's there because we saw some pictures of him arriving at the National Stadium. So he's in the house. He's probably just letting them wait. I mean, if that is true, then that's an indication that perhaps he wasn't part of the warm-up. And if he isn't part of the warm-up, then you can't really expect him to play. Or if he does come on in the latter stages, probably just to walk around. So there might be some background agreement there, guys, where they just say, look, just let him walk around. Don't tackle him,
But
you know.
yeah, but listen to this. Messi always walk around the field. Him the more walking than running on the field.
Yeah, that's kind of messy. But I think again, because like I said, if the comment is carries any water there, holds any water from Doc, I'm saying maybe he hasn't partaken in any warm-ups. So that's probably the biggest indication that if he does come on, it's just to do a little stroll in the park, innit?
Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at my phone now, it won't charge. I gotta find a
So
charge.
Doc says he was part of the warm-up, apparently. So he was part of the warm-up and then went back in the dressing room.
Well, that's what they
Right?
usually do. That's what
That
they
was
usually do.
Yeah, then I think it's probably just normal protocol. I think, yeah, well, we know he's going to be on the bench. We know that much. And then whatever happens after that, anyone's guess. But he's gonna be on the bench. I need to saddle up about 12 minutes away from kickoff there, guys.
And I'm going to run and try find this game. So catch you at
Just,
halftime.
just don't run out of Texas and go to the other state just to watch the game, all right?
Well, I wish I could have find a sports bar right now where I am, but I'm in the boonies. So anyway, all
All
right,
right, then, Mr.
all
Ballin.
right,
We'll
cool,
catch
yeah,
you at halftime.
yeah.
All right, Mr. Ballin. Oh, so Doc is saying that Messi was not. Oh, my apologies, Doc. You see, I need to put on my glasses. Doc is saying Messi wasn't part of the warm-up, apparently. Well, we'll have to wait and see. What do you make of that then, lads? The Prezi and also CC Sports. By the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed to CC Sports Lab, what are you waiting on? Do subscribe to his channel. Also subscribe to the Reggae Boys and Reggae Girls Supporters Club. So, lads, what do you make of what's been whispered around on that? Apparently, Messi wasn't part of the warm-up.
Well, that's a bummer. Looks like if he's not a part of the warm up, he's probably not planning to be involved. It seems. That's what it seems to me. If he's not, part of everybody generally is a part of the warm up. You know, so hasn't touched the field, doesn't know how the ball bounces on the field or whatever. Just to get that feel. Um, whoa. Well, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. let's wait and see what's going to happen. What is he doing in the dressing room, anyways? You know, you know. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see.
You know, I kind of wish that we did things like how they do it in like certain American sports where you could see, you know, like when you could like go in the dressing room to like an NBA game. Like, I wish I could see, just like I said, what are you doing in the dressing room? Our dressing rooms aren't that great. You know, you have high school dressing rooms that look better than our dressing room, but he's there for a reason. I have no idea what he's doing in the dressing room if what's being said is true. But we just like Issa said, we just have to wait and see. We've got 10 minutes until kickoff. There's a cobweb that's bothering me, Issa. So I'm gonna get rid of it because I hate spiders, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
All right, no problem, no problem, no problem. Cobweb now, but you know, Crystal. Cobweb now, but the spider. You're afraid of. But yeah, I'm just looking at some photos of the game now. Stadium looks really packed, really packed. Oh wow, stadium looks really packed, guys.
You're right, you know, it's really not bothering me, but I am definitely afraid of spiders, so I had to get rid of it. I'm like, I don't like how that's hanging. So yeah, Issa, what platform are you looking on? I think you might be muted there, Issa. I'm gonna try and see if I can get some I can't play any footage, guys, for obvious reasons. I'm not trying to get any like, you know, get myself involved in any copyright claims. Inter Miami haven't updated their Twitter account yet. I guess everything else will be over on Instagram. I mean, the guys are being a little bit slow tonight. Let's see if I can get some more image there to share with you guys. Well, someone's stuffing their face. Let's bring up the big man who is pivotal to making tonight's occasion happen. You can see here it says as relaxed as they come, Cavaliers head coach Rudolph Speed enjoys a hot dog in the stands ahead of the Inter Miami versus Cavalier CONCACAF Champions Cup showdown at the National Stadium, Kingston. He doesn't look bothered. He looks fairly comfortable to me.
Yeah, he's relaxing, you know.
Very well
I'm taking
relaxed.
care.
Very relaxed.
But
And
yeah, I was telling you that I saw the post on the Reggae Boys and Girls supporters club page.
yeah.
Posted a video. Yeah.
Okay.
Stadium
How am I gonna get that up on Instagram on here? Let's see. Reggae
Just type in the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club.
Instagram. I think it's gonna ask me to log in, and logging in right now is gonna be a bit of a myth. I think
Is
Stephanie.
that Instagram that you're on now, or that's Twitter?
That's Twitter.
Twitter. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but while we're at it, why not give the page a plug so you guys at home can see what I'm looking at? So you could also follow the groups. That is the Reggae Boys and Girls Club. You can go ahead and give that a follow on Instagram. As you can see, I can't because I need to log in to play it. So that's a bit of an annoyance. Let's see.
What people? By the way, I need one more subscriber to reach 800 people. I can't believe me if you have big subscriber. But not upon the big. That's why I don't do the begging business. No.
I'm gonna go over and unfollow so that it takes you back a bit. I'm joking, guys. Please just give him a subscribe. It does not cost a penny. Okay. I think I also need 3 of you to subscribe to the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club. Actually, 5 of you to subscribe to the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club. Let's take that one to 800 subscribers as well, right? Let's see what CC Sports is saying. He is 1 away from 800, guys. It does not cost a penny. Please, let's make it the mission tonight. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button on both of those channels, okay? So I need to now go over to CONCACAF and find a way to watch this match. So over on the CONCACAF YouTube channel, saying that you've got just under 4 minutes until the stream starts. Bit of a disappointment, that one. I thought they would just do like the build up where we can see the players on the field of play and so on, but should be good to go in less than 4 minutes. That will make it 12 a.m. In the UK. And then I think because of the timing of this one, guys, I think I'm just gonna have to love you and leave you at the end of full time, because obviously it's gonna be a early Friday morning start for myself. So understandably, I'm going to have to close off. Let's see, have you guys done what I've asked you to do? Come on, guys. One of you, please subscribe to CC Sports Lab. Shall I make it easy for you? Let me go ahead and drop the link in the comment section, and you could just take a little brief moment before kickoff to subscribe to this channel. All right, so click either one of these links. Take a brief moment. We have less than 4 minutes until kickoff. It doesn't cost you a penny. Subscribe to his channel, please. I will be checking to see if you guys have done so. And also, why not segue a little bit and subscribe to the Reggae Boys and Reggae Girls Supporters Club. The link is to subscribe to the channel is just right in front
So
of you.
it looked like the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club and ZC Sports Lab, but they're on the same trajectory. So just do one thing, people. Subscribe to both. Just subscribe at the same time. You know, as you're in that same mode and vein, just click the subscribe button. Support the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club. As
You know, if you wasn't a Chelsea fan, you would have had this already, but it's because you're a Chelsea fan why they're just like, we're not giving you that one subscribe that you.
I wonder how much we did win today, too. We played today, you know.
Yeah, you did.
My one has the build up going, but
Yeah.
it's in Spanish, I think. Yeah, I'm looking at people in the stadium right now.
Yes.
They're saying
Stadium.
Messi did not warm up and seems
See,
as if he's still in his
Barcelona
joggers.
jerseys. Stadium's looking lovely. You've got your Prime Minister, the Honorable Mr. Andrew Holness, and his wife present. The opposition is usually there at the same time, so I'm guessing they're also there as well.
So you see, this is the reason why they needed to. I don't understand why these people don't invest in football in the country. Like, football is one of the most lucrative sport across the world. And the fact of the matter is, see, Messi coming now to Jamaica, as in the Inter Miami team, Cavaliers would have done their job in terms of performing. And if if Jamaica got more investment in football, every year, like, we would be seeing these games would be played every year, because the CONCACAF Champions Cup is the Champions League for the region of CONCACAF, which plays every single year. And I think in terms of the teams that you face, you're going to face a lot of these MLS teams some of the time, who from time to time sign European players that would have played in the European Champions League and at the highest level, and a lot of players that people in Jamaica are familiar with and are a fan of. So I think from there you could start a situation where it springs passion and springs support towards football in Jamaica, because over a period of time, some of these people might like some of those players, but over a period of time, they will be cheering for the Jamaican players to do well against these players. So I think, as I said, the investment, this alone should show. Like, I like that the Prime Minister is there, but you can't just be there for being there sake. You need to be there and actually understand that injection of capital within football as an avenue can elevate the society. For example, they would look at education, right? So yes, you have education, but sports is another avenue. Like, sports have been looked down upon for too long in terms of giving opportunities to kids. And if you look at a lot of the boys and girls who would have made a life for themselves would have come out of sports. Elaine Thompson, Shelley and Fraser Price, Usain Bolt, the name goes on. Leon Bailey, Shamar Nicholson, Ricardo Bibi Gardner, all of these, Rudolph Austin, all of these persons came through sports. So we cannot limit everything to education or limit the country to one sector in terms of tourism.
Let me be the first to say congratulations to yourself, Mr. CC Sport. You've got your 800th subscriber. So you're now 200 away from hitting that 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You actually got 801 now.
What? You're on fire, people. Fire tonight.
So what I need you guys to do now for the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, I do need 3 of you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, okay? And they're doing some wonderful work. I mean, the guys have done some tremendous work over the years. So that band that you guys see in the National Stadium, that's through the efforts, the tremendous efforts of the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club. And I know they're planning to do some more wonderful stuff in the near future. So do keep your eyes peeled on the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club. They do have some wonderful initiatives coming up. And speaking of some of the initiatives there, how about a live watch-along?
Boys and Girls Supporters Club and Original Dancehall Thursday invite you to rally behind the Reggae Boys as they take on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In the Gold Cup prelims, join us Friday, March 21st at 52 Dunbarton Avenue for the ultimate Reggae Boys watch party. Doors open at 4 p.m. Performance by Luciana, Tishana, Rebel T Sound, Aliva Metro Media, Alanza R. Admission $500. Come out in your Jamaican colors. Diaspora fans, sign up now and watch it on JFF Live.
So we should be just, let's check this time. What's my time? We should just be, I think, I'm not sure about you guys, not sure about CC and the guys in the comment section, but it looks as if we're gearing up to kickoff, edging closer. It might be a case of I'm not hearing any audio. I might have to like do something my end, but looking at the tunnel, the 2 captains they're leading out their teams respectively. That is Busquets and also the King, that is Richard King. Both teams making their entrance to the stadium, and kickoff is almost underway. Best of luck to Cavalier. Hopefully, by the grace of God, they're able to overturn that 2-goal deficit before the end of the first 45. And then if they're able to do that, it will be crunch time, goal time, maybe time to enter Lionel Messi. It is a game that needs to be won. We do need a winner, obviously, to progress, I believe, to the quarterfinals. And so if we do have a draw with this one, it's going to call for extra time, and if it's still tied at extra time, you get penalty shootout. I am currently looking at the GOAT himself making his way to the bench. I think similar to what we've had on your previous live stream, I am behind a bit, so I do apologize. It's not intentional. I'm going to keep on pulling the timer along as I go to make sure I'm on the same page as you guys. So we've caught a glimpse of arguably the greatest footballer of all time, Mr. Lionel Messi. He also exited the changing room, and he has made his way over to the bench where he'll be starting off tonight's game, sat on the bench watching on if in case this team needs him. Hopefully they do need him. Hopefully they do need him. CC, can you see this one? I think CC is backstage. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yeah, it's just I think my stream is behind time because what I'm seeing right now is Messi going on to the bench. The game wasn't kicked off for me, as it's kicked off for you.
I'm gonna have to keep going back and forth. This is gonna be very irritating. No, I'm currently looking at the lineup, so you should be just seconds away.
So I'm currently looking at the players standing up and the camera going across, like people shaking hands.
Yeah,
all formalities.
Yeah, it's very irritating, but I'm gonna try. I wish I could have some audio, but if I do, it's just gonna be very difficult. I'm just trying to think what I can do in my end. I'm trying to want to play some audio, but I don't want it to pick up through the microphone because I will get a copyright strike. So let's just wait and see with this one. Cece, I might leave you to do some commentary. I'm gonna see if I could do something on screen to improve the graphic that you guys are looking at. I think right now we can see the VAR room. What can you see? I'm gonna take my eyes off my screen to try and do something else.
I'm seeing in terms of the referees, and I'm looking at the lineup right now.
Looking at the lineup. Okay. I'm gonna leave this one with you quickly. I'm just trying to see if I could, like I said, bring something else up my end. Is it just the lineup that's on screen?
So now it's showing that Cavaliers is going with a 4-3-3 system. Both captains are at the halfway line, Richard King and Sergio Busquets. Both will Avuma wearing number 5.
Ah, nice. All right, so I'm trying to see if I can get something up for you guys. How do I do this? This is very annoying.
I think Cavaliers is going to kick from left to right, and Miami will kick from right to left.
Okay, well, let me just try and bring something like on screen. It's the least I can do. Let's give this one a spin for the guys in the comment section, since they're like devoting their time to us. How does this look, Cece? Looks good, or should I take it off? So it seems like the game has kicked off.
Yeah, it looks good.
Right?
It looks good.
Graphic on screen. The game looks like it's kicked off, unless this one is way ahead, which it shouldn't be. So we're what, just 30 seconds, just under 30 seconds from kickoff.
Yeah, because so Inter Miami going a 4-3-3 system. Luis Suarez, I think they're going with the same. What I see, the same lineup that played the first game. I don't see any major changes right now.
Yeah, looking at Coach Rudolph Speed sat on the bench there for Cavalier. I feel like I'm going to need some audio. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I feel like I'm going to need some audio. Even if it's just in my ears. Let me just do something, because this is going to drive me crazy.
Stadium seems as if there's 35,000 people in it right now. It's been a while since so we have kickoff.
You might have to drag your timer there to the end, CC, because we're about 1 minute and 16 seconds into the game.
Whoa. I might have to restart it because I'm actually under a minute.
Are you watching it on CONCACAF?
No, I'm actually watching it on a app.
Okay. I mean, you can keep it the way it is. I just didn't want to like confuse you. But there is
Issa is asking to be, you know.
Oh,
so I guess he started watching the game.
Yeah, my bad, Issa. I didn't see you.
Sorry. Yeah, my this phone, I don't know. Sometimes it just the Wi-Fi just drops when I'm using this phone. So that's what happened. And then my mom came home, so I had to just go talk to her a bit and then come back.
Let's say. If you guys can hear any audio, let me know, okay? Because I don't want to get like a copyright violation for any.
Mine is in Spanish still, so I don't know.
Just from my end. I can't hear you guys, but if you can hear mine at any point in the game, let me know, okay? Please. Yeah, my screen in front of me is not. It's just so behind. I'm gonna probably close it for a second and try and get something else that's irritating me. One moment, guys.
Okay. Oh, that does drop down a while ago, man. Sure. Take time on possible. There's some dark spots in the field.
It's probably why Messi isn't playing, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit pitchy patchy. You can why Messi ain't starting, right?
He'll big up already.
You know what, Issa? Cece said something, and I was supposed to piggyback on it. What I don't, and I'm not trying to call no one out, but what I don't understand from the government, and I know it's not a government issue, but again, like sports is a lucrative market. This is not the first time that we've seen the prime minister or the opposition, just in general, right, show up to like football games. I'm not sure if the opposition is there, but he usually is. When the prime minister is there, the opposition is usually there. What I don't understand is you can clearly see that the field is an issue. Like if you're there to support the team, like can you not like put your mark down, like put your foot down and say, look guys, this isn't good enough? Again, I know it's not a government issue, but can you not just do something? I
It
know
is.
we have
But to say though, it's actually a government issue.
Yeah, I was just going to say it. It's actually a government issue.
Independence Park
the,
Limited is run by the government.
yeah, that's true. The
So
IPL.
Like, I don't know if they're not shame. Like, it's almost like they don't care. They don't treat it like it's their house. Like,
and let me just say something. The Cavaliers look like they don't learn. And that we can't understand. A while ago you get a ball, right? A simple just calm down and pass the ball. You're trying to go for the final pass, but you know make one pass yet. I don't want them intercept the ball. You know, think say the same game plan where you have last game. Just slow down a little bit. Play one pass before you try and make the final pass. You know, learn like this. These are the things I want to see them improve on. You understand? Come
Probably
on, man.
that naivety again, youth and naivety.
Come
But
on,
yeah,
man.
the pictures really don't do the field justice, guys, because I'm looking at the field and it's not looking good. You know, it's not. It don't look any different to what I've seen before. I don't know, maybe I'm being dramatic, but again, it's probably not seen as a government issue, although it technically is, but they're probably looking at, I don't know, more pressing concerns, and clearly football isn't on their agenda. Fixing the issues relating to football isn't on their
Even down at the Inter Miami goal right there, where the right back would be. You can see that there's like a real big patch down there. So
Hmm. Listen, you know what, Issa and CC Sports as well. If we don't see Messi, this is gonna be one of the main reasons why. You know, it's not. You know, they wrap Messi in a cotton wool. This would be one of the reasons why you don't see him.
Mhm.
It's
And
definitely
look,
the
down at the
reason.
Cavaliers goal, the left back side, you can see distinctively that down there, so either then spray it or something.
Yes, a
But you can
joke.
see say, yeah, down there so need some work. Come on,
And
Calvin. Roll up the ball, Calvin. Roll up the ball, Calvin.
look at that. Can you see? Oh my God! Can you see what I'm seeing?
Yeah,
Can you?
yeah, I see it. That's why I'm telling you. I see it.
Jesus! Wow. They just don't care. From the fact that the fact of the matter is that the track looks immaculate, the track looks lovely. If you can fix the track and you can put your efforts into fixing the track, whether or not you were forced to fix the track, it's
Come
debatable.
on, Cavaliers. Oh, stadium are rocking, huh?
Yes, Cavalier on the attack.
Good square now. Why you kick the ball, Sebastian? You're supposed to try to square the ball. Cavalier, Inter Miami, and that one piece of pressure there, you know?
Yeah, just like the early stages of the first leg. I think I hear the commentators talking about the pitch and the fact that it rained earlier on, so maybe that's helped to make it worse.
I don't even know.
I think my ears caught wind of him saying that um Doc is saying field is breaking up.
Busquets, yeah, Busquets, a drop.
Yeah, it's not a good look, Issa. It's not a good look. I don't know if we're gonna see Messi, to be honest with you. It's not looking good, is it?
The stadium packing about in a cock. You know, when they say stadium cock,
Mm,
it pack
mm.
but in a cock, CC. You understand, CC?
yeah.
It packing on, but in a cock. When stadium cock, you don't have no space to walk.
Crazy.
I like the start for Cavaliers, just that but let's be patient. I do.
I think they've had a similar start to the first leg, guys, by the looks of things.
And you know they plan for the Cavalier transition play. You know so I just realize whenever the ball Cavalier in possession, Busquets go out to where Calvin is. Because Busquets just intercept the ball, you know. Then I try to
Yeah.
play a ball to Calvin and Busquets intercept. So them need to make sure say them
I think it says something with Issa dropped just now. Unless it's just me. Can you guys hear Issa or is it just me?
you guys should be hearing me.
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. I think you were saying something, Issa, and then it kind of cut
Yeah,
out.
I was speaking about Busquets.
Oh, okay.
That he's when they're trying to transition, he looks like he's kind of marking Calvin.
Yeah, trying to sniff out danger.
Yeah, he's
Done their
more
homework.
drifting to
And
all right, good ball. Come on, ref. That's a foul on Calvin, referee, man. Come on, referee, man. You saw that, Crystal?
I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, I'm like at 10-1.
Okay, yeah, I'm a little, maybe just like 3 seconds behind you.
Did you see that tackle on Calvin from behind?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I think they're gonna do a replay.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay now.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You didn't even get the ball any at all.
Or are they going to do a replay? The stadium TV, the stadium jumbotron now work.
No, replay on the screen on our screen.
We can't do it. See.
I think he's got his beating stick tonight, you know.
Yo.
He's war tonight.
Yo, me I wonder how the Prime Minister sit down there and look at the side of the stadium and really can sleep at night. Mr. Prime Minister, me understand. Why you can't sleep? You have 49 seats out of the 63 constituency. And you sit down in the stadium and look on the pitchy patchy field and the jumbotron not working. No man, you can't sleep, man. Me convinced you're the greatest.
It's I think, like I said to them, it's not a government issue, you know. It's not what they are interested in. It looks disgusting, to be honest with you. The pitch looks atrocious. So those pictures, as I say, pictures tell 1,000 different story, and definitely had me fooled. Yeah, that's
All right, the game is like 11 minutes 30 seconds, and look how much foot marks is in the pitch already.
Yes, madness. It is madness. You know, it kind of speaks volume as well because Inter Miami are playing. Still moving that ball well despite the state of the pitch. Ooh, good effort. Good effort. Was that Suarez? That's a real good effort. I think that might have been their first real effort of the match so far.
Good shot, Suarez.
It's a good ball as well. Wow. Like it was Jordi Alba with that pass to Luis Suarez.
Yeah, it was Jordi Alba who's put that one on a plate for Suarez.
That you see Easter and Cece, I don't know if you've noticed, but they've come into this game, particularly Suarez at early doors in comparison to the first leg. So maybe You know, I think someone might have said it, but it seems like they might have done their homework on us. I think that's what Issa was alluding to when he touched on the fact that Busquets is doing some initial man marking, sniffing out danger.
Yeah, I think if you notice, they have started this game much better than they were playing the first game, and I
Yeah,
think
the urgency.
even their strategy in terms of how they're taking up possessions and everything, like it's the Cavaliers team is unable to overload them on the wing areas. Because if you notice, when they get the ball in the wing areas, there's 3 and 4 Inter Miami players out there, so they're forcing them to try and go through the middle of the park.
Right.
And that's
That's
the
what I
thing.
saw, and I literally saw Busquets drifting wide to make sure that that transition is not happening. You know.
Yeah. So they want to play off transition, but I mean, you've played the first game off transition. I think you have to probably try and play this game a little bit more in the counter-attacking temperament, because if Inter Miami gets a goal, it's pretty much almost over, because I think the away goal rule is still in effect within the CONCACAF region, and there, that which means,
All
in
right.
essence,
See what me I talk about now. See me not cut you. My name again. The one where the number 14. I can't remember his name. You get a ball from the corner to start a counter. You could have played the ball to the man foot, you know. They just hoof the ball up the field. Come on, man. Them I talk about. Watcha. How that? Somebody gone down and grab him. Lord God.
I think it's Shad Millian, I think his name is.
Yeah. Him.
Not looking good, CC. That's not looking
Messi
good.
now come on now. Messi
No,
definitely now come on.
is that a hamstring? I think is
Yeah,
he was
that's
he
where
hold?
he's holding. Yeah, look.
Let's look at the replay. Oh, and
Wow.
there.
Wow. Are you seeing foot rockle when he touch the ground?
Hmm?
I wonder if I feel cause it.
I'm looking at the replay. It's definitely not a contact injury. There was no player around him.
No. Yeah, no player.
This is what I'm talking
so if
about.
there's no player around him, it could be the pitch.
It's the
Mm-hmm.
pitch.
And then there's going to be a big complaint. I don't
Yeah.
think Lionel Messi is going to Jenko people want to pay on the money, but I guess when I get to see him take 2 pictures with him too.
Hey, see. Scores of people still are coming on the stadium.
Yeah,
Yo,
because
me
a
I
lot of
watch
persons
my feed, me see like a line of people are walking in. Oh
right
my
now, somebody's
God.
telling me that there's even a stampede. Maybe this guy seems to have had an injury before, because he went for the ball and it seems like he tore his hamstring.
But CC and Issa, I'm not sure if Issa was on the platform when I was speaking to Siobhan. Can't remember who else was there, but I was saying you know when you're doing like the agreement to rent and the structure is out, guys, so this isn't looking good. It looks like he's gonna be substituted. Looks like he's gonna be stretched off. Well, he's getting back up to his feet, so that's a good sign, but if, it looks like it might not be as yeah, it looks like we're going for a early sub. That's a damn shame. We've gone for an early sub. So David Ruiz, he's been substituted for Benjamin. That's a shame. That's the end of his night. Not even quarter of an hour played, and he's had to be substituted through injury. I mean, by the looks of that, guys, do you think Messi is going to be playing?
Hmm. Well, let's wait and see.
So, like I was saying, I don't know if this sounds like I guess to say no question is a silly question, but I'm not sure about like the complexities of these like contracts when you're renting the stadium per se, especially the field. But do you think there's any insurance that comes with
Good
that?
interception by King. I'm not sure, you know. Calvin, just make a touch soft. And I'm not sure, Crystal. I'm not sure. But what in terms in the form of, you know, how would they structure that though?
Mean when you have a pitch as poor as that, let's say God forbid a player picks up an injury and it's a career ending injury, is there a possibility that one would, are you liable for that, is basically what I'm asking.
Okay, I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't think so.
I think there might be some
Better
grounds
just get
on.
on the ball and control the ball, the man. It, it look like the man them don't want the ball. The ball will come down to you and try pass it. Just control the ball and try get position of the ball. You're playing in national stadium, you don't want to take the ball, man. Come on, man.
Maybe the
Who
occasion
is that
probably
playing?
for a few of them, you know.
You saw that ball, the ball coming down to him and he's trying to like pass it. I don't know to who. I think that was Allen. Come on, man.
Better.
This is a joke.
Yeah, they're taking this one way more serious than the last one. Mascherano on the sideline, animated. I've yet to see Rudolph's speed. I'm sure he's there. I think that's him standing up.
Yep, I see him now.
Yeah, I can see him there with his cap.
Toronto is giving out a lot of instructions.
Yeah, he has to. He's taking this one serious, not as laid back as he was um about a week ago.
About a week ago.
New to the channel, kindly go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a penny. We are 2 away from 800 1 away from 800 subscribers on the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do go ahead and do so. CC Sports has already taken himself over the 800 subscriber mark, so thank you to those of you who have done so. Likewise,
PC got over. That's great.
yeah, he's now 801 subscribers. So if you're new to my channel or to any of our channel, please do hit the subscribe button, okay? It doesn't cost you a penny. Also, kind of go ahead and hit the like button as well. 20 minutes on the clock, scoreline level with Inter Miami currently one leg or almost putting 2 legs there into the quarterfinals. They are 2-0 up on aggregate. You there who are wondering if we are able to pull off the unthinkable, unimaginable. That's if Inter Miami get a little bit shook and concerned and sub all their players, sub the impactful players. That is, it's because of the state of this pitch, and we managed to pull off a dramatic comeback. First leg of the quarterfinals kicks off on the 1st of April. The 1st of April is where you have the first leg of the CONCACAF Champions Cup quarterfinals. And we do, it appears, I think we got Luis Suarez standing over a free kick. And they've set their wall. Busquets standing just in front of them, and the wall has done its job. I think I'm getting a feedback from one of you guys. I'm not sure who it is, but there's a feedback coming through. Just go back. Ooh. Oh, that's not looking good. I think the referee is probably going to pull back play. We've got another one of the Inter Miami players there down on the deck. I'm just waiting to see who this one is. I think this one came from a challenge. I'm just trying to see who the player is, guys. Oh, it's Jordi Alba. He's not happy. He's pissed. He's saying, I think he's saying it was Allen. I think he's trying to indicate that Allen went for his ankle. Got the referee talking to Suarez as well, Busquets, Falcon, all surrounding the referee. I'm taking it they're not best pleased with that challenge there. Busquets still down on the deck, holding his ankles. Oh, fair play to the young Cavalier team there. No, none of that is intentional, but it's good to see that they're not feeling fearful of their opposition, irrespective of the legends that stand before them. Alba should be all right to continue, though. Looks like he's back to his feet. Safe to say he's still pissed. Still look like he's got some unpleasant words to say about that challenge. I'm waiting to see the replay to see exactly what happened, but he was holding his ankle, so clearly there was some challenge there on his ankle. What, 25 minutes there on the clock there in front of you guys. It is still 0-0, and that would make it 2-0 on aggregate to Inter Miami. Inter Miami there on the attack.
Yep. The defending totally not bad.
You know what? I'm
Good
proud of you
release.
guys. Yeah,
Good release
now
again. Come on. Come on, don't hold him.
oh no,
Oh,
that
that's a close one.
side netting. It's a
It was
corner
a
kick.
huge crowd at the gate. Hopefully all these people get in.
Oh, so that one hit the let's see what happened there. Okay, so side netting, but it is a corner to Inter Miami.
Almost own goal.
Jeez.
Cavalier not get enough join in the game like the first game.
I think that was Telasco with a floating ball inside the box, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One, like you said, almost resulted in a own goal. Into Miami here, taking a throw in. That one went into the box that it was dealt with by the Cavalier defense. The Miami having some defending of their own to do. Ian Frey playing on what could potentially be his home soil. Probably not the soil that he's used to playing on. He was pulled down there.
Crystal, you can see there. I want the footmarks on all the pitch and dig up. Oh my god.
We're not really selling it to Ian Frey, are we?
No.
You're probably wondering what the hell is this? Oh God, it looks disgusting. The pitch looks atrocious. I tell you guys, I have parks nearby me, and they are in a far better condition than this nonsense in front of us. My local parks look way better than this.
Just a local park. Can you imagine?
My local park looks way better than this. I'm telling you that. It looks better than this because around here they take football very serious. Like all of my parks are in great condition.
Look how Inter Miami moving the ball. So me know say the pitch make we can move the ball.
That's what I'm saying as well. That's what I'm saying. Is like they're moving that ball well despite the state of the pitch.
Come on, man. Now we run back in like the same issue.
Little shove there from King. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, he did shoving.
Let me just do something. Let me change this. This temperature is so confusing. I have to turn this temperature up. Before I started the stream, it was too hot. I turn my
92
thermostat up. A bit too chilly. To me, or does Telasco look a little bit like Deco from afar?
Telasco Segovia.
Yeah, does it not
He's a brilliant, he's a brilliant little player, you know, because
does it not look a little bit like Deco to you?
yeah, he does have a slight resemblance of Deco. He's a good player as well. I saw a lot of persons speaking up about him in terms of how Messi can mentor him because he's a Venezuelan. Pretty decent player. Pretty decent player. And a lot of persons not realizing that Venezuelan football has gone up in terms of how they have been performing in recent times.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So guys, again, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It does not cost you a penny. I promise it's not going to make you broke. And if it does, charge it to the president. He's filthy rich. He's got you covered. You pay for it. All right. Please do hit the subscribe button on my channel, as well as the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, and also on CC Sports Lab as well. Hit the like button whilst you're at it. It does not cost you a penny. A little over 30 minutes into the game, deadlock yet to be broken, still 0-0. The big man, in case you're wondering, Lionel Messi, is watching on from the bench. As things stand, it will be the visitors who will be going through to the CONCACAF Champions Cup quarterfinals. They are currently leading 2-0 on aggregate.
Yeah, but I think people have to understand that while Cavaliers still has to be a little bit cautious because they're not trying to allow Inter Miami to score that goal on them, which is like an away goal, which counts as double, because as you know, away goal counts as double. So whilst they're trying to score a goal, they're trying to also keep a clean sheet as well. And I think so far so good in terms of their approach, because the only thing I would like to see them do is get a goal in this first half, and then they can still utilize that to their advantage in the second half. So I think on the balance of play though, it's been a pretty much better affair, I think, in the second leg. Better showing from Inter Miami in terms of how they are playing. But that is expected once both teams would have played each other before. And then both teams would have done their homework. I think Inter Miami took the Cavaliers team lightly. In the first game, they didn't really do much homework on them. And they were pleasantly surprised. And therefore, I think they went to the drawing board and tried to, do their homework and see what they could do against neutralizing those transition attacks. And they have done so well so far. But the Cavaliers team seems to still be giving a good account of themselves. And we have to be proud of these guys. And hopefully we'll look towards one big bonus. So Mr. Speed, remember say, give you them one big bonus. That's all I'm saying. The whip not gone in. The whip not gone in.
Facts. I agree with you on that, especially giving them a bonus because these young lads, I don't think it's sunk in yet. We got Messi, the GOAT, on the screen. These young lads have created history that can never be wiped away. Like you heard a couple of the guys in the comment section, you heard Mikey B said, the only thing that really eclipsed this moment is Pele himself. So these young boys, as they get older, I think they start to realize just how unbelievable this moment is, that they played a
And
important role in bringing Lionel Messi to Jamaica. So they deserve their big bonus. If everyone's gonna be laughing their way,
Crystal, and there's another thing that I need to point out because I think the Minister of Finance, Miss Faval, said she was on a program talking about the increase in the threshold, and you can put down the $2,000 towards buying a little pro box and have to take a taxi. It's kind of unrealistic. However,
hold on. Is that where that conversation stems from?
yes, that's where the conversation stemmed from. The Pro Box, the 2000, yes, it stemmed from the there's a 3-year increase in the threshold, $100,000 every April the 1st until it reached 2 million, right? So in terms of that now, I am saying with regards to this game and with regards to what the guys from Cavalier would have done, they shouldn't wait on the $2,000 from Faval to buy a little Pro Box. They should be able to buy a Pro Box out of this game alone. So
because some of those players do need a right to go to and from.
Exactly. So I mean, you have to look at it and say, oh, I just need to see the players. And I think this is another thing. I think
Let's make up what's going on here. Did you see that just now? What are they complaining about?
Looks like a penalty to Inter Miami.
It looks like they shout for a penalty, correct?
Yeah, penalty to Inter Miami.
But by the way, question, is VAR in Jamaica?
Yes.
Yes, sir. It is. We're big in the game like EA Sports.
What a kick, man.
It's a clear penalty.
We got Luis Suarez stepping up for the penalty kick.
Yeah, by the way, guys, he's missed. It's a spoiler.
I knew you was gonna spoil it with your PNP shirt. I just knew you was gonna come in and that's why you be in the honorable Mr. Andrew Honest. I see you, CC.
That's a clear penalty, man. Clear penalty. He gave him. He basically just went and whacked the guy, walloped the guy. That's not a pretty. That's a awful challenge. Why would you?
On aggregate.
But I'm just saying, if you're jockeying the player, Crystal and Issa, why do you feel the need to swing your leg?
Swing your foot like that. I'll swing it so hard.
Exactly. So it's like he's lucky to not escape without a red card.
Not even a card, not even a yellow in again. Well, that's a stupid tackle.
All right. That's the game set on match. 3-0, 3-0, which counts as 4 because, as I said, away goal. So Inter Miami with the away goal, 3-0 on aggregate. So Cavaliers will need to score at least 3 goals. As a matter of fact, no, Cavaliers need 4 goals to go through. Like, I can't see an empty spot in the stadium.
He's going to tell us that Messi people are coming in like scores of people, bro.
Yo, Suarez walloped that one, you know?
He just said, post the league one. Come on, Cavalier, give me one. Yeah, Atkinson. Kill that. That's right.
Guys, coincidentally, we were all chasing 800 subscribers tonight. I was chasing 4,800. And both of the individual platforms was chasing 800. I'm now like one away from 800. How weird is that?
I don't know. Maybe I need to change my shirt so I don't seem a little bit political.
When you came on screen, I was just like, oh, now it makes sense.
So can be a pro box.
No, keep your shirt. Don't let no one make you change your shirt. Keep it.
I want to tell you. So right now it's just about Messi making a cameo. I know another person soon start saying Messi in the stadium.
Messi.
Anchor Messi. Anchor Messi. If it was Neymar, like, listen, it's different conversation. I think if it was Neymar, they wouldn't have stadium to all the people.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I think people don't understand that Jamaica is Brazil, you know. Brazil, it's mini Brazil, so there would not be people. But even right now, the stadium can't hold the people.
True. That is true.
Even though people still are walking, bro.
It's probably people that's coming from work, isn't it? And also maybe it's not even that.
But you know the irony of the situation, though, the pitch is doing all right. So Inter Miami, with their quality, is able to overcome the pitch conditions. Cavaliers is struggling badly with the pitch conditions because they were able to move the ball much quicker, much more smoother when they were playing away in Miami. So you find that even though Jamaicans are supposed to use to this bad pitch, because of the quality of the players, I think the quality of the players overcome the condition of the pitch locally. But when the players went overseas, they're better able to position themselves and play some good football because of the condition of the pitch. So I remember I've been speaking ad nauseum about the condition of pitches in Jamaica. Christian and Isan, a lot of persons weren't listening. I think even though some persons steal my ideas and come and present it as themselves, but if it helps the football, it's okay.
You got to trademark it next time, CC.
Yeah, because as I've said a lot, even just now, I'm going to say something, and I better somebody will hear it and take it. There should be a minimum salary amount in the Jamaica Premier League. We shouldn't be fighting and people scrapping to know if you're getting 10,000 or 50,000 or 100,000. There should be a minimum amount. Like once you're playing in the Jamaica Premier League, the player should not be earning under $100,000. It's just not. The minimum wage in Jamaica is 15,000, which is 60,000 a month. And if you're playing professional football and you can afford them $100,000, you would get the player to come to training much more often. You will get that player to commit into that environment much more often. And guess what happened, Christian? When the player gets to transfer overseas, these clubs are making the bulk of the money. So it's like a using thing, like what is the player really getting?
Modern day slavery, what some would call.
The player is not really getting anything because if you transfer a player you have on your books, having paid him peanuts, and then you transfer him for like £400,000, like, or say £500,000. £500,000 is like $100 million. I saw? No, hold on. 500,000, £1 million is 20 million, right? So £500,000 is like $10 million. Something like that. I mean, you can calculate it and let me know because I'll give you the direct figure because I just want to put in perspective. Even see it $100 million, just as I said. So if you get £500,000, Crystal, for one of those players, you get 100 million Jamaican dollars. But this player has not earned from this club 5 million. This player has not earned $5 million over the duration of their career with the club. So there's no benefit to the player more than you're saying that you're giving them some exposure. Exposure is for schoolboy footballers. Exposure is not professional footballers. Professional footballers have family, you have bills. You need to pay the people.
Realize I was agreeing with you, Cece. I'm saying I think you're right, because what's going to happen, and we're 1 minute away from halftime, guys, with potentially maybe 5 to 6 minutes of additional play, bearing in mind the little injuries that we had and the early substitution due to what appeared to be a hamstring injury for Inter Miami. I think what's going to happen is, if certain clubs don't pay their players respectively or handsomely, it's inevitable that they're going to go to your rivals. So all that you're doing is, quote unquote, like cutting off your nose to spite your face, and you're going to feel the brunt of that, because in turn, as time progresses, you're just going to make yourself weaker and weaker, because in today's economy, we're all struggling to keep our head afloat, and it's quite alarming when you hear Jamaica Premier League players, not being able to put food on the table, to put it bluntly. Some of them don't even have money to take themselves to training. It is a hard life that they're living. That's despite being playing football at a professional level. Yeah, you can sit there and debate about the quality of the league, popularity of the league, whatever, but let's use this team as an example. Like what CC said, I'll echo it. Of all the money that's been made from this game alone, with Inter Miami, give the players a bonus, give them a little bonus so they can further take care of themselves and their families. Because it's ridiculous. Some, as I said, will argue and say that it's modern day slavery. Inter Miami are gearing up to take a free kick. It's going to be the last free kick. Actually, no, it won't. I don't know. It's going to be the last free kick. We're now into the 45th minutes. Looking at added time, we've got about 2 more minutes of added time to play. That's 3 minutes of added time in total. And it looks as if Cavaliers are going into the break 1 goal down. So that is 3-0 on aggregate for Inter Miami. But before they close off on the end of the first 45, it looks as if they have what appears to be another corner kick, I think. Let me just look at this one again. Looks like they do have a corner kick. Yep, looks this one into the box. Oh, so teasing header there. That's a teasing header. Thankfully, that one did not find the target. But that was Redondo. Just 1 more minute there of additional time. I think I'm going to leave this one with the lads. So I'm going to rely on CC Sports and also Issa to lead with the halftime talk. I have some stuff that I need to do in my end while we get through the little halftime team talk. So I'm gonna maybe switch my camera off and do some stuff in the background and then get back to you guys. Okay. So just about maybe 20 more seconds left of play for the first 45. Again, the scoreline there is at the bottom of the screen. You could see Inter Miami.
So wait, we're on the same timeline. So yeah, because I have like 20 seconds left in the first half on my stream. I just want to see Cavaliers score a goal though.
Turn your are you able to turn your camera on while I turn mine off, please? And when I turn mine back off, you can turn yours on. I just want to make sure, like, if anyone comes on, they don't like run away because they're not seeing no one's face.
They're just seeing ghosts.
Yeah, they just see ghosts. When I come back, when I return, I'll turn my camera back on. I'm still present. I'm gonna be in the room, but I just need to do something quickly. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you guys can lead on this one for me, please.
Yeah, so gentle people, it's not looking very well for Cavaliers right now. Sorry, we're in 2 minutes and 30 in terms of injury time. Cavaliers losing by a goal to nil, 3-0 on aggregate so far. They haven't been able to string together a couple of passes. They look better in the first game, but this Inter Miami team seems to have come with a better tactics this time around, neutralizing the Cavaliers team. And so far, Cavaliers has been unable to capitalize on any opportunities in terms of scoring or creating something for themselves. So right now, as it stands, Inter Miami is going through, and Cavaliers is not. But as I said, Dr. Kempero says he's not. He doesn't agree with the condition of the pitch in terms of Cavaliers. But I say it, when the Cavaliers, they have played on worse pitches in the Premier League, but they have not looked good any at all. When they have been playing on the worst pitches, they look awful. You understand what I say? It's not like they have looked good on the worst pitches. So it's pretty much that. But in any event, there's a news coming out. Stadium, right now, people are jumping the stadium. Issa, are you there?
Come again, CC.
I'm saying I got a video pandemonium going on at the stadium. People pushing down.
Yeah,
People
I saw it. I saw it. People jumping the fence and thing.
Like the stadium, the people are it's chaos.
Misty, man.
Absolute chaos. So right now, if you notice, as I said, the Inter Miami is not allowing the Cavaliers team to play off the transition, and Cavaliers just don't have the quality to possess and pass through the lines of the Inter Miami team, because transition, as they said, transition is the same as are the cousin to counter-attacking football. And at some point in time, I think that's where Mr. Speed will have to go with this in terms of going with this with tactics. I think he will have to go towards counter-attacking this team, because currently as things stand, they're not able to get through the lines of the Cavaliers. The Inter Miami team. Even with that being said, I think the Cavaliers has not given themselves an opportunity by giving away a careless penalty. If you look at that, it's aware. There's no way you swing your foot into that.
There was no need for that anyways. No need for that even. Get your body in front of the player and you work from there. You never need to swing your foot.
Yeah. So so really and truly they could have been 0-0 at the first half. Like it could have been 0-0. So it to me it speaks volumes in terms of when Cavaliers went away and them conceding a goal, and now in terms of this fashion. I think they were better in the first game, but even this game, had they not given away that opportunity, then they would have been 0-0, and I think the game could have been much more different in the second half. I think it has a possibility of getting ugly, because Cavaliers will need to try and get a goal, and in trying and get a goal, there's a possibility that it doesn't pan out for them. As you see, people, when they look at the screen, they can see the match statistics in terms of corner kicks, in terms of all of them. But it's also saying the capacity in the stadium is 30,000. So you think 30,000 there are more people today?
No man, that more than 30,000, brother. You know, stadium talk, you know. I'm gonna send you one picture. Send you one picture, make you see it. I'll send it in our group.
Mm-hmm. So like in this side the stadium might be 30,000, but outside the stadium there's another 10,000. You know, sometimes I wonder with these events, Isa,
You stadium talk for sure, man.
if they sell extra, if like them have a capacity of 40,000 and you have a capacity of 35,000, right? But you sell 45,000 tickets. How that possible?
Impossible. That's I mean, you never hear me tell somebody today, say, brother, you better reach up and see them early because I feel they're selling more tickets than they have space. I told man I got that today. Or go up there because the amount of time you say tickets sell out and all of a sudden, oh, we have more tickets. Come at the stadium 4 p.m. to buy tickets. You see what I say, bro? Like, come on, man. See, I just send the picture there and just turn the phone horizontal and you see it. Ha.
Yeah, man, the stadium cock, man. The stadium cock. There's no joke about it. Like and you know, the track look pretty though.
I have an overhead shot. I'm gonna send it to you as well. I don't know if when Crystal come back she can put it up.
Yeah,
But
but
they're in the group.
whoa.
This look good.
Yeah,
Especially with the track. We just need to get rid of the cycle track.
yeah. It's nice, and even the the flag, the color of the flag, the track look.
Let me not tell us how you look. Oh
It's
my god.
it's nice, man. And the stadium is corked. Yeah, so man said bleacher seating mean find a seat and sit down.
Bro, I told you, bro. I told you that they must sell more ticket than what they have to give it.
Yeah, man,
Fit sell here.
they're selling more tickets than what they have to give away because ain't no way you will have certain amount of people. Like I tend to find that a lot of these organization are these type of games that happens. But for me, right now, I don't think Cavaliers can come back in terms of comeback in this tie because they need 4 goals, and I don't see them scoring 4 goals and Inter Miami, but I see them getting a goal. Like I think they have to adjust in terms of adjust what they're doing and just try to go for it. At this point in time, nobody will feel embarrassed if you should walk out here losing 3-0. What you don't think nobody will feel embarrassed if you try to go for it, Issa? Issa?
Come
Like
again, CC.
I was saying, if they lost 3-0, like for me, I don't think anybody would have any problem of them going for it.
No, bro, like even now, still in a 1-0 them going at halftime in a row, like it's not bad. It's just that we just don't like how them a play tonight. The other night was way better. You could have seen Inter Miami did
If
a
they lose,
really fresh, but look on this to no CC, and this is what top coaches do and top clubs and institutions. You face an opponent and you look at trouble, you go home, you go do your homework. In something they can't counter right now, they can't counter. Because the backline know what them supposed to do now. Know them get for player, them see it up front. So them obviously got plan for you. They know that they can keep the ball. They know that when you get the ball, they're gonna try to counter. So what you do? Do we need for the bro? Like
because
come
right
on,
now,
Mr. Speed
because right now,
I
what they
think
need
change
to
up the
do,
tactics a little bit.
yeah, because what they are being asked to do now is possess the ball and pass through the lines, which
Right.
they don't have based on how me hear Mr. Speed speak, they don't have the capacity to do that. They don't have the
Yeah.
capacity. Basically, they're playing off what you give them. So it's like it's like they're pressing you, and if you make a mistake, they get the ball and they transition to attack immediately. But once they lose the ball, you have to make a mistake, then they pounce on the mistake and try to create an opportunity. And for me, that's a dangerous tactic to play, especially with these high quality teams, because I don't, as I said, Inter Miami even look faster tonight in terms of how they are approaching the game. But that can simply be because they have seen how Cavaliers play and then decided to plug the gaps. If you notice in the middle of the Dwayne Allen had a better game against Busquets, but because Busquets was playing a single pivot. What they have done tonight is to play a double pivot instead of having a single pivot and having him transition out wide and cutting off those wide areas. So they're forcing
Right.
to come in the middle of the park and play the ball through the lines, which if you're the coach and you already go out and say you don't really play a position type based football, then they're going to force you to play position based. You understand?
But that's what's happening, and the thing is that they can't do it. That's the big thing. They just can't. It's sad to say they just can't, bro.
Yeah, it's sad
They
to
just
say.
really can't do it, CC.
Yeah. They don't have the quality players. They don't have the quality players, man. Man, Inter Miami, as I said, they hurt them out from in the first game. Like that was a what would call like a gimme. So that is why they needed to keep it at 0-0 at least, or at least get a goal in Miami, because coming back to Jamaica, or even coming with the second leg with Inter Miami getting with Inter Miami getting that opportunity to see them, it will not. I don't think it is panning out good for the Cavaliers team.
What are you hoping to see when they come back out in the second half?
I'm hoping to see a bit of changes. I think Stein should come on, but I think they need to speed up their play and try to go for the
I want to
opportunity.
see Aubrey, bro. Like, me need to see Aubrey, bro. Like, I don't, me even business about Stein. Aubrey, last time in come on and take on the man, them give them a little trouble. Come on, man.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's crazy. By the way, Racing won today again. I think this is 15 games unbeaten. Racing is going now. They won today 3-0. So you can imagine if a
Enough.
club against Waterhouse. But as this itself, the game in and of itself is a big thing for the Jamaica Premier League. Can you imagine Issa having 3 Jamaica Premier League teams in this competition next year?
That would be good.
Yeah, so we would have basically 3 home games in the national stadium, back to back to back, basically in a situation where depends on the team that you're playing. A lot of people would go out even if they wouldn't get this type of crowd or even the money that they charge. You would still have, like, for me, it will signal the potential of Jamaica football going forward. In terms of, I think Jamaica, if Jamaica is not, remember, Jamaica has it more difficult than like MLS and Liga MX and Canadian clubs, because we don't get an automatic spot. So in terms of getting into the opportunity where we can play in it every year, like, I think it would do well for Jamaican football, because even the stadium,
Right.
in terms of getting people in the stadium on a regular basis, these are the things that we need to be doing. And I think even more pleasant with all the funds that they are pumping into their organization, that's what they want to achieve as well.
Whoa.
So it seems like Messi will be coming out to join shortly, because he's warming people.
So you coming on in the second half, you think?
I think he probably comes out for about 10 minutes or so. But I guess he's warming so the people them can get to see him and thing.
Las mejores series internacionales están aquí. Desde México a Estados Unidos.
So so right now it's going to become a Messi festival. Messi start the fans, that shout already. The fans are shouting.
Messi, Messi.
Messi, Messi, Messi.
I hear it, man. Look at Sean Paul, but it's Sean Paul. This is Sean Paul.
No, so I not even realize.
Yeah, this is Sean Paul a while ago.
But it's just crazy the fun fear, but I mean that's why I probably came to this side of the globe. So Inter Miami with a throw in. Second half started. Still trying to get my feedback. Issa, you have your feed?
Yeah, man, my feet. But it just cut a while ago. I don't know why. Oh, it's back now.
Trying to get back my feed, guys. Messi. I don't know if I can give them some update on the game because I'm not getting my feed is
Well, so far, Cavalier has started this second half, a bit brightly. So, yeah, they're looking okay so far. We just want them to keep up the intensity and kind of just put them foot on the gas. And big up to all the new subscribers that are coming in on the channel. We appreciate you guys. So once you're new and you come in on the channel, just subscribe. Big up all the new subscribers. And Cavalier is kind of keeping the ball, which is good. That's it. Yeah. Find a pass now. Yeah, this look good. Find McAfee at CC.
No. Like this, my feed come like it.
I wonder if it's Inter Miami. Well, I don't know if I'm tired. Inter Miami tired, but Cavalier is keeping the ball. This looks good. This looks good.
That's what they were supposed to do.
Cavalier, still trying to keep the ball. Referee, isn't that offside? That looks like offside a while ago. But Cavalier keeping the ball, much, much better. Well done. Well done. Come on, busy. Well done. Oh, Cavalier look much better. I think they need to get on. They need to get on Jamaro right now and take off number 14. Milano. Take off number 14. Bring on, you know. Wow. Come on. Come on. Good save keeper. This youth. Come on. Yeah. 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 After Burners. Oh, come on. Good tackle still. Calvin a try, but Calvin needs somebody else with him. CC, mute.
Just literally mute. I've just muted you, CC. You can unmute whenever you're ready.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We couldn't hear like what was being said. We could just hear that you're having a conversation, but it's okay.
Yes, but Cavaliers is looking brilliant now.
You tell her they are possessing the ball. Messi's coming on here now.
Messi's okay. So you know
He's coming on. They're giving him his jersey. Yep, they're putting it up now.
The noise is deafening in the stadium now.
Suarez kick out the ball because he want the man come on. What Suarez? Suarez that shoot from way and a half. Suarez the easy though, man.
Suarez best friend, man.
I think you guys are way ahead of me, you know.
This time I even don't know it.
But I'm not gonna fast forward.
Trouble now, you know?
Comes on. Oh wow.
Substitution into Miami. Stadium I got Europe now.
He's coming on for Busquets.
Let me see.
Yeah, Busquets coming off.
Okay. That means redundant I go play last central.
Wow.
Yeah, redundant.
Suarez off as well.
Wow. Suarez coming off too.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, so he's off for Suarez. Busquets off for Bright. I can't believe it. He's actually on. Wow, and they brought him on at early doors as well, guys. That's incredible.
Yeah, Messi. Stadium I hear up, you know, man.
That's unbelievable. I can't believe it. Messi. Ooh. I can't believe Messi's playing at our stadium, guys. Watch the Jamaicans them too now. That is crazy. Lionel Messi.
Captain armband around Messi on the same speed.
I can't believe that. That's incredible.
Mr. Messi nearly scored while I got his stadium hero. Yeah, you can't make this up, man. They're bringing on Stein now. Yeah. PSL kill them now. Yeah, man. Long time for come off. Good shift. You put in a good shift. Better me say that.
Messi daily score people. Messi kick a shots and you want to see people in the crowd that dance.
Yeah, but I say stadium Europe, brother. You see that ball where Atkinson get a while ago. These are the things that I talk about. You get a ball like that, you have to turn. You realize, hey, man, in pressure you, turn, bro. I didn't think I make a level raise. You get the ball, you have touches, you have speed, you have little shiftiness. The man is not pressure, you know. Turn. It's so simple, bro. Cavalier just need one for shift momentum. My mommy tell you that. Come in, Cavalier.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, you know. I feel could only imagine how the guys in the stadium feel if I'm feeling starstruck from so far.
Bro, every time Messi touch the ball, the stadium lift up, man. You can't believe the goat there in Jamaica. Come on,
It's
man.
like I can't even focus. Like from Messi come on, it's like I'm losing focus.
Yeah.
Jesus,
So
this
you can
man,
see the
what?
players on the field right now.
And your aura, fair play to them. That's what you call aura.
Inter Miami tired, you know. Inter Miami tired, you know. And the guys them now move the ball fast enough as if they want to go forward, go score.
Listen, I can't not Bird Boy here. Bird Boy says Jamaicans are the worst. No matter how we rate Messi, a team in your country, a player, and we want to see if Messi is going to score on them. Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, is he? Well, I think you
Not
come
wrong
to
at
find
all.
he's not wrong. Listen, Bird Boy, pick up yourself. I think it's your first time on my channel, so thanks for stopping by. I don't disagree with you, but I was talking to the lads earlier on, and they were kind of educating me on Cavalier, and came to find that they're a bit homeless. You know, they don't have a ground to call their home, and they don't have fans. So I think I'm not in defense of the Jamaicans. Look, if I was in Jamaica, I'm not wearing an Inter Miami jersey. You know, Jamaica, any JPL team versus Inter Miami, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm a patriot. I'm not backing you like that. You know, Messi is arguably the greatest footballer ever, but I'm not rocking an Inter Miami jersey. Sorry. But in fairness to
Yep.
these guys, some of
I
them
can't
are
believe there's
diehard.
so much Inter Miami jersey right now. I didn't even
Yeah,
know so much Inter Miami jersey there at Jamaica for sale. You know what the money Inter Miami make there now?
you
They
know
could
what
have
I'm
put that money
saying?
there in a Cavalier pocket.
Them the business about that. Yeah, I mean, we can't tell a man how to spend their money. That's gonna be the thing that they throw at us. And you're absolutely right. I can understand a Argentina jersey because there are
But
Argentine fans in
the funny thing, it came out that Cavalier said them out of stock.
oh, out of stock.
Cavalier now have no jersey. They sell nobody.
Them are the next one. That's a disgrace. They're not serious. They're not about business, are they? They're not serious. We can't defend you then because the argument to
Come
that is I would
on,
have
take me time. Control that no man. Come on, Shaquille Stein. That's a joke. Wait, you soon see that chance, the Crystal.
Commentator said Cavalier need 4 to turn this around.
Yeah, we need 4 right now.
But look at the way Inter Miami are charging at us.
Inter Miami tired, Crystal, me. I tell you. And the man, it's just disappointing, man.
Listen,
What
from
are
the
this one
time
that took control the ball, bossy?
from the time they took off Busquets and Suarez, throw the sink at them. And they did so before the 1 hour mark, you know. It's sad to say, but it just looks like they just don't have it in their arsenal. Issa and CC, they just don't have it in their arsenal to do what we want them to do.
I don't like it though.
Is Cavaliers the club distribute the jersey them, or is it the that's a good question. I feel like it's the latter. That's an excellent question. I feel like based off the website, it's not the club, because I think there's a website where you like go to like order the jerseys. Is that correct, Issa?
Yeah, you go to the JPL website.
So maybe it's
Well,
a
they
supply.
send it to another website, but that's where I would normally go.
Hmm. You know what, Bird Boy? I think the Reggae Boys, it's like you can't even defend them, because really and truly, are you gonna go? Yes, we have made little positive strides now, but are you gonna go and watch a team that's going to disappoint you? Your hard-earned money. You're really gonna show up and watch a team that you know is gonna disappoint you? Perhaps not. You know. So you can't really blame the fans to an extent. You know, people work hard for their money. They want to show up and get their money's worth. And with the Reggae Boys, you can almost bank on them disappointing you. Definitely when
But
they're
Messi has
playing on.
sweat already, man. The heat kick them down there.
But you know, before I forget my manners, big ups to you guys in the comment section for rocking with us for over 2 hours. Thank you so much for supporting our 3 respective platforms, Talawa TV, Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, as well as CC Sports Lab. Thank you guys so much for your support on tonight's live watch along. Hope you've enjoyed the live stream. I'm not asking for much. I only need one of you to go over to the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club and hit the subscribe button, please, before we close off on tonight's stream. I want to make sure we take that one to 800 subscribers. Please, I am not asking for much.
This guy is saying we expecting too much of Cavaliers. This is a problem. The mindset that a lot of Jamaicans have is just one of those. Like, I don't understand where Jamaicans get this defeatist mindset. Where you get this defeatist
But I tell
mindset?
you, bro.
Weird. You just feel like it's like we should put everybody above me. No. Me not put
Come on, man. Control the ball and turn, bro.
Yeah, I'm not putting anybody above me. And I think if you're not supporting the footballers, if the fans are not supporting the players, then what kind of performance will the players give? Because there is no funds in the kitty to buy the equipment, to supply the nutrition, to supply the fans. Is the fun? People don't understand this, Crystal, and I think that you have to explain it to them, even in England. That
Who that?
being in
Richters? Like Richters, come on.
in terms of funds are the primary drivers of the clubs. When the
Hey,
fans
me
buy,
say. Hey, that boy I go run free already, no. Sorry for cut the CC. I'm so sorry.
yeah, man. So I say,
Kyle, I just come out and
yeah,
go ahead, though.
But as I say, the fans are the ones who buy the merchandise, pay to go through the gates. The fans basically at them spend the money. And if there's no money coming from fans, then there's no product. Like people don't understand, how is the product going to be improved if the fans, if nobody is coming to the games, nobody is buying the merchandise, there's no money being pumped into it. Like, where would they get the money from? So when you're saying that the fans, we have to talk about the fans. We have to curse the fans mindset media. The fans need to come out. It's like for Messi to be this good, you know what happened? Messi had his talent, but Barcelona fans came out. Even when he probably wasn't performing well, they came out. When the team is not performing well, they still came out. And the amount of funds that they had, they could put in the necessary facilities, all of those things. And then over a period of time, the team became what it is today. So, I mean, if we're going to just sit around and say, oh, the fans need performance before they can come out, where will the performance come from when there's no money? At some point in time, the team probably even fold. What do you guys want to see? Jamaica doesn't have any football being played. Or you want Jamaica to have football being played. So, I don't really like the sport. I don't really love the sport. I don't love foreign. Foreign people. No, but seriously still, Crystal, I don't want to be like me and say me a beat people, but they love for the thing. Like, look how much persons came out to see Messi. And that is fine. But how much of these guys are coming out to see Leon Bailey, to see Shamar Nicholson, to see all of those guys who would have come from Jamaica in the so-called Bush League, as some of you guys said, make it into the Premier League, the Russian Premier League, all those teams. That is where we have to understand, say, yes, we want to see those stars, but we also have to put our faith in our stars and build them to the level which we can adapt. When they go to other country, people want to come out and see them as well.
I think a lot of that in terms of getting that support again, it comes, I think with football is a results game. So to get people into the stadium, you have to get those results. And I don't think it's necessarily a Jamaica issue. I think even when we look at club football with our respective clubs, your Chelsea's, your Arsenal, your Man United, your Liverpool, there's been times like even in maybe some 2+ years ago, arguably, I think the biggest fixture in the Premier League calendar, Man United versus Liverpool, that one was called off, and that was down to the fans and their frustrations, But for the fans to go into the stadiums the way that they have been doing lately, and coincidentally, much of that is down to new media helping to market the product and so on. Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club playing their role in galvanizing the 12th man inside the stadium with the band. But again, the team need to look at themselves. They need to pull their socks up, because no one's gonna dip their hands in their pocket if they don't think you're worthy of their money. That's it at the end of the day. Like, people work their asses off to get to put money in their pockets and to put food on their table. And if I'm gonna put my hands in my pocket, it has to be worth it. But aside from the players themselves, I think the marketing could be better. I think the game itself needs to be marketed better. And I know that's something that the JFF, it appears that it's something that they want to do, and you can kind of see that they are doing that based on their activity across social media leading up to the games. They're introducing free match performances and so on, but there is an appetite there for football, just like there's an appetite there, surprisingly to many, for netball. Netball has a loyal fan base, as does, we know, track and field and cricket, but you have to sell it to the people. But I think the onus, the players need to pull their socks up. They need to do so much more, because they're some of them a little bit too nonchalant for my liking, and extremely full of excuses. Like, you got to look at yourself. That you want people to come into the stadium, give me a reason to support you. Don't feel so entitled. Like, I agree with what you're saying, CC, but I think the players themselves.
But the thing about it is, look at it like this. When Usain Bolt was Usain Bolt, nobody didn't come watch him same way. Nobody was coming to the stadium, Crystal. So no matter what them people, like, nobody, Usain Bolt was top of the world. And you see there's a track meet in Jamaica. How many people were in the stadium watching Usain Bolt?
Say that again. That there weren't people in the stadium
I'm
watching.
saying the amount of Usain Bolt has never filled the stadium. Can you believe that?
Um. Again, you can look at marketing. You could look at
No, but I'm
marketing.
just saying, no, but they're saying performance. Mindset Media is saying performances. So the Usain Bolt is the greatest sprinter of all time. You would have
But
shown that.
yes, I think in fairness to the people on home soil and who can get to these races, I think in fairness they have wholeheartedly backed Usain, by showing up at the national stadium. Fair enough, by what you're saying, they haven't sold it out to capacity, but I think when you look at the stadium, they've done their part in trying to, be that necessary voice and trying to like uplift him from the stands. You don't agree?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to say that in terms of like when they talk about performances, I've seen I've seen a lot of persons. You would say even if there's a certain amount of performances, it's almost like I see you, Crystal, have what am I saying now? I see you have 3 tank in your yard, and I want 3 tank in my yard. When this it's not the same, we don't have the same budget. For example, we see Barcelona on our TV. We're expecting Jamaica to be Barcelona. When a club and a country is 2 different things, and then in terms of the quality, you might not really get it up to a certain level because not every country produces that amount of talent. They can get it. England is there, produce a lot of talent, but you're not seeing them playing like Barcelona. Barcelona can afford to buy the best talent. Man City the same. So I think that's where the disconnect is. The disconnect between the fan wanting to see certain type of football and what you can actually get. I think the players need to do better though, like in terms of what they have gone out there and produced. I think then they are to do better. But in terms of there needs to be a middle ground.
Yeah, I think again, I'm looking at the players in this instance, and I think another thing that you have to take into consideration for me, the onus is on the players. If you want us to come into the stadium, you got to make us want to come into the stadium. Give us respectable results, like. And when you come into Jamaica, don't make it seem like you're coming here to shake a leg. Don't make it seem like you're coming here to have a jolly good time, because I'm not supporting you. I can tell you that to your face. If I'm hearing that you're coming to Jamaica and you're in the club and you're partying, you're taking the piss. If you think I'm going to come and watch a drunk man play football, you are sadly mistaken. I am not doing it, because we all work too hard for our money at the end of the day. So again, players need to do better. Marketing need to do better, and I think we have to remind ourselves that at the end of the day we are a third world country. So while you use Usain as an example, while it probably wasn't near capacity or sold out in the capacity, could the argument be because again we are a third world country, and while Usain is able to pull in those crowd in the high numbers, probably hasn't sold it out because we're a third world country and people have to spend their money wisely. You don't think any of that makes any
No,
sense at
but
all?
I understand what you're saying, but I wouldn't use the term third world because I find it is coming from the Cold War era. I would say developing nation. But the thing
Yeah,
about
I mean, we're a low economically
yeah,
developed country.
but in terms of the amount of events, when you have things like what do I call it no Suns and those type of party events, Crystal, that keeps in Jamaica, and people spend on thousands of dollars. Like the amount of parties that is held in Jamaica, people spend thousands of dollars to go to those places to get drunk and wasted. So I'm just thinking, in terms of football, I just think the expectation in some aspect we need to level down, but I can look at the side that you're saying that people need to come and perform. It's not a vacation where you come here and not necessarily you're just coming here to party and those things. Like you need to come here and perform. But even with this game going on, Cavaliers seems to be all in their own in terms of their performance. They have pushed Inter Miami a bit further back, and they're trying to create some opportunities. I see we're just a while ago they're dribbling the box. A shot on target by Kylie Avery. I think he has done very well since he's come on. Um,
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little tidying up in my background. Yeah, I'm gonna like mute myself and take myself off camera for a second. Okay, give me
Okay.
about less than 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Yo, CP,
Yeah.
Kyla, we should have cut back that ball, bro. I know you see the glowing lights, but just cut the ball now.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, man.
If you put it back and then take a shot, man.
Yo,
But I don't think a lot of
yo.
persons. I want to make it.
No, just cut it back. Pass it. Pass it back in the box there, sir. Don't bother take the shot, man. Jeez, man.
That's a poor
Can't
foul. That's
do
a
that
poor
right
foul.
there, sir.
That foul that they gave.
The referee shouldn't give no foul for the phone. Yeah,
Yeah,
Messi.
Messi
Messi, I know I don't foul that. A good interception. Good interception.
One thing people can say, Cavaliers haven't improved over last year. Last year they got 6-0 on aggregate from FC Cincinnati, and this time around they are 3-0 down. So I mean, they would have improved over their last appearance in this competition. $15 minutes to go, people. Remember to hit that like button. Talawa TV, subscribe, like, share, comment, leave a comment. Reggae Boy and Girls Supporters Club. Leave a comment as well. Subscribe as well, people. CC Sports Lab. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Yeah, do the drill. Remember, But Cavaliers is playing pretty well. Like I think a lot of persons it's unexpected, Issa, like the way in which Cavaliers have applied themselves, even coming out in the second half. And like when they dropped their heads, I think in the first game.
Yep. They look much better in the second half here, but I just can't figure out why. Maybe it's a tactic. Why Kyle Lowry couldn't start none of those two games. You understand? He looks very threatening. That's what I've been saying. One, if you can't pass the ball, you have somebody who can run past him and them. Simple. We take one of them guys that asked about Kyle Lowry in the press conference.
Yeah, because but I think even right now, pleasantly surprised because, like, from a look at the Cavaliers team, the man them look even better than Jamaica team, bro. In terms of how them approach the game.
Yeah? Ooh, good try. Hold that. Good block. Can get yellow card. Yo, I'm on top. Please, can you see in the stadium? You have see some kids in the stadium. You know you never see them. Happy Messi. Some blonde hair and some curly hair kids. If I never have Messi, you not see them in the stadium.
You man, some uptown people, man, a different demographic are come out.
Messi, bro.
Inter Miami in the break. Inter Miami without
Come on. Yes, Harvey, press him. Yes? Come on, man. It's time come like me don't know to play football.
Time where you're at, CC.
I'm 10 minutes left. I'm at the 80th minute mark.
No, like your actual time zone.
Oh, 8:46 p.m.
Okay. So we should. I need to bring this forward. I am way behind as well. Bring that forward a bit. So we should have just what 10 more minutes of normal time.
Yep, that's correct.
Thank you. The pitch looks disgusting, but I'm glad that Messi's playing though. Fans got their money's worth. They got to see the big man way more than they probably bargained for.
And the game is not one-sided, you know?
No, it's not. It's just they just don't have the arson, right? They ain't got it in their arson.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely. Like you said, it hasn't been one-sided. It's not been a boring match.
Yeah, they probably just don't have the Arsenal. I mentioned the name, them have to laugh now.
Say that again.
They probably don't have it in their Arsenal.
They ain't got it in their arson, mate. They don't just don't have it, right? They just don't have it. It's a bit unfortunate, but they just don't. Learning progress.
If it's full, you will be less. Yes. Yeah. The sugars would be too cold. Yeah. Uh-huh. Maybe it's you can like sweatshirts. Like a dinosaur sweatshirt. Yeah. Yeah. Sandals.
Wonder what's gonna happen after the game with Messi.
We can't wait and see.
It's too warm.
But I think they have enough security.
Keep on the sweatshirt.
Lisa?
I think they have enough security. I don't think anything will happen.
Oh no, not to him. I'm talking about like post match stuff. Yeah, I think he's safe wise. I think he's safety wise. I think he's okay. Who do you think's getting his shirt?
I don't know.
Oh, the King?
That's if he even stick around to give it away.
Let's see if he sticks around to give it away. I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna say King. Maybe King's gonna get his shirt. Well, we've lived through a wonderful moment here, guys. Doc says Inter probably are gonna fly out immediately. Oh, you're probably right. Probably got that late flight booked to Miami. It's only what, 2 hours, 30 minutes, something like that, back to Miami.
They'll probably fly out early in the morning if them not have nothing else planned.
Yeah, probably. Cavalier have done well. If you check the national team, not even 8 players from our top league in our country plays for the national team. Playing that manly away upon them with none left. In and out, not sticking about. Maybe. Maybe. Mr. Speed's in Adidas attire.
You say about Mr. Speed?
He's wearing Adidas. I think he's wearing Adidas, isn't he, on the touchline?
But
I think
Adidas sponsor the national team, so he's supposed to have a lot of those Adidas stuff.
That's what I was assuming, because I know they don't sponsor Cavaliers. So I'm assuming looks like he got some Adidas attire and they put maybe Cavalier on it. I think that's what I saw from the first leg. And on second leg is in Adidas from top to bottoms.
So, hey, I want to tell you, say, some people they shame now that they can't come show their face on social, on YouTube again, because them Cavaliers are going to get 10. All them people, them must shame. Like, so we find back some of them. Them brother with them up on YouTube, them clip boss. We didn't forget I about the brother there in the car. All them people, when I say Cavaliers, I get 10 and 11 and half dozen. We need to clip them, man. I can tell you, say, a lot of them won't show them face. Shame like a dog. Shame might kill them.
We've done well tonight, guys. I think we've all hit individual targets for our respective channels. So if we've all hit our target, there's one more target I want you guys to hit though. Please subscribe to the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club. Let's see if we can get 800 subscribers before we close off. I need one more of you to kindly click this link right in front of you, or that link, it takes you to the same channel. And please hit the subscribe button. It does not cost you a penny. That's my only request for the night, is to just subscribe to the channel.
Wait,
okay?
the attendance update to 35,000?
Is that the announcement?
It was on the chat thing before. I know we were at 30,000 at halftime.
Oh wow. Some late comers. Maybe
No man,
they were
it's not really late comers. People were outside Crystal jumping the fence and people were pushing down people like there was a stampede.
Jesus. Well.
So, I mean, the stadium was cork.
Stadium Ram.
I think he will send you some of the pictures in the group so you can see them. If
Yeah,
they're not
Okay.
already in there.
Okay. I'll probably look at it at full time because my phone's not near me at the moment. So what, just under 2 minutes of normal time to go there, guys. Inter Miami is sailing through to the quarterfinals of the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
Come on, Cavalier, get a goal. One goal to one Cavalier.
hey, you know what's that? The Liga is a Mexico club are going this again.
You feel so?
Yeah, man. The Mexico, because you know something people don't understand. MLS kicks off their season in about the same time as the CONCACAF Champions League. So they're in the first part of their season, while Liga MX, that is Liga MX, the Mexican league, is actually already en route in terms of their championship. So a lot of the times they are in a bit, they are more peak form and shape than the MLS teams. If you notice over the years, it's been two MLS teams that have won in the last 25 years. And the rest has been Costa Rican clubs and Mexican clubs. So it goes to show you in terms of when your season starts, because remember MLS season just recently started, but if you even look at the fluidity of the Inter Miami players, you can know it's early season for them. So I think with the Liga MX players, they are more informed. I watched a game the other day with even Shamar Nicholson, and when you look at the pace at which they're playing, Crystal and Issa, they are playing at breakneck pace. So I don't see even Inter Miami goes up against one of those type of teams. I don't think they're surviving, especially given what they would have done against Cavaliers. I don't think they survive against like a Leon or one of those clubs.
Perhaps not. Well, some good news for us at least is that we've hit 800 subscribers on the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club YouTube channel. Massive thank you to those of you who subscribed. Thank you for helping us to achieve tonight's goal. So CC Sports and the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, as well as
Messi
my
scored, they get the award.
Messi
What?
scored.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Is that from the corner?
They gave it away?
Nice two ball and Messi just sat it home.
I'm still just watching this corner unfold. Well, they got to see a Messi goal. Those Messi fans must be happy. Still haven't seen the goal. I think it's coming any second now. I'm well behind, as you can see.
What a commentator, the king of Kingston. Messi scores, he comes, the king of Kingston. Oh, what kind of...
For Messi goal, that in it. I'm sorry, but I couldn't cheer for him, man. I'm sorry. To each their own, in it, but I'm not cheering for you. Not while you're playing against a Jamaica Premier League club. I'm not cheering for you, but he's the GOAT, so I get it. So I think this one's come for who got his shirt, guys? Who got Messi's shirt?
A fight. The man over there fight for it.
I got rewind just to see this one. This
The
one
same,
thing
the same defender will give me goal, man.
Oh, he got the goal. He got the shirt.
That's why I'm giving Messi a goal.
I didn't see nobody get it. At the CONCACAF, you watch it on CC?
No.
Because mine just cut immediately after the game.
Yeah, they're on the field of play. They're walking around. One of the defenders is asking for his shirt. Oh wow. Yeah, he got Messi's shirt.
I see him defender with you Messi goal, man.
He got Messi's shirt. Fair play. Well
Who?
done to
Leng?
him.
Leng get it.
Len, it's him CM one. That's why I give
I
Messi
thought
a
it was
goal.
gonna be. I thought it was gonna be King.
King don't want it.
You don't think so? Why not though?
Because King could have reached to Messi before.
True. True. Wow. I'm just trying to look and see what they're doing with Messi now, to be honest with
So
you.
King get the jersey. Leng get the jersey.
Oh, Messi's waving to the crowd. His security guards there. Move away, man, and let the people enjoy Messi. He's going back into the tunnel now, guys.
Who has stopped?
Messi's security guard is just there. We've got obviously police there present as well. Messi's security guards guided him back under the tunnel. So he's gone back through to the dressing room. A couple players are still on the field of play. They're going to be conducting their post-match interview. And the rest of the team's making their way back into the tunnel. So, okay, so they're doing some on-field post-match interviews. True enough, Doc is saying King probably got the shirt from last week. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think of that. You're right. Probably did get last week's shirt. Leng got Messi's shirt. Yeah, history before our eyes. I think we're
Crystal Lengi Messi one goal for him jersey.
well.
Len, you could have tackled the man, see him here, bro. You would have still get the jersey. Oh my God.
I'll give you some more good news there. I can't see CC's background stuff. But guys, for the president, Mr. Issa Allen, this has been one of our best performing live stream. We have surpassed 1,300 plus views so far on the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters channel.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah, so that's been one of our best performing. I think this is my best performing live stream with the channel.
That's good. The numbers are good.
Yeah, it's a very good number, and also we hit that 800 subscribers, which is what we wanted on tonight's show. 200 to go until 1,000. So yeah, massive performance there from you guys in the comments section. Thank you for rocking with us for almost 3 hours. Just got a couple more minutes to share our final thoughts on the game before we have to just close off and love you and leave you. So yeah, guys, to summarize all of that, what's your closing remarks there over the 2-leg with Inter Miami sailing through to the CONCACAF Champions Cup quarterfinals?
I mean, 2-0 in both legs is not bad at all. It should have been 3-0 aggregate score, but a late one from Messi brought it to 4-0 on aggregate, 2-0 in both legs. That's not bad at all because people thought it was going to be 6 in one leg and 6 in the other. You know, overall, I'm pleased with the first leg performance. The second leg performance, not so pleased. There were times in the second half where I saw Cavalier moving the ball, but I just figured they could have done that early. And then Inter Miami got tired in the second half, weren't pressing, and they weren't pressing the envelope, to kind of just push them back a little bit. Inter Miami was giving them time and space, and they were just passing the ball to Richard King. But it was a good showing for the country. People out to see Messi and watch football, and sponsors come out, put up what they need to put up, and it was an overall good look. big event.
Big event. Mr. CC Sports, what's your closing remarks there? From the two legs.
As I said, the Cavaliers team gave a good account of themselves. They played brilliantly in the first half. In the first game against Inter Miami, didn't get the reward of getting that goal. In the second half, they dropped a bit, but they gave a good account of themselves in the first game. In the second game, they didn't. I think they didn't acquit themselves as much in the first half, but in the second half, they upped the tempo and took the game a bit to Inter Miami, and I think they can all go home with their head held high in terms of their performance. I know the result will not be what they would want it to be, but it's just to pick up from here. They learned from last year. Last year they got 2-0 and then 4-0 and lost 6-0. And you look at the goals, first of all, Messi goal shouldn't have scored. That came in like basically last 10 seconds of the game. So effectively they could have lost 1-0. And if you looked at the first goal, the second goal in the first game too, that was like a gimme because they said that there was a handball in the build-up play, and I think they were not playing to the whistle, and they were more focusing and trying to get the call. So in essence, it's probably two decent goals that were scored. If anything, you would say one goal, which is the penalty. So I think three of the goals aren't really they're not goals that you expect to give up very often. So I think they would have gotten this would have been a much better performance from them as opposed to last year. And they just build from strength to strength. I know they have the remainder of the Premier League season to go to try and put themselves back into contention to be in this competition next season. So kudos to Mr. Speed, kudos to the Cavaliers team, and great showing from the Jamaican supporters. 35,000 filled to capacity stadium. Hopefully, we can see that spilled over to Sabina Park on the 21st and the 25th. In terms of Sabina Park, when we play St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I don't know if the people them can still have that adrenaline build up in them where we can spare 20,000 fans. Where's the Crystal spare 20,000 change to come to Sabina Park and give us that kind of support so we can rattle the St. Vincent and Grenadines players and, just bring that support there.
Definitely. Mr. Ballin, I noticed that you was in the studios. My apologies for
You
keeping
always
you.
you always freeze me out. It's all right.
I know. I'm sorry. What's your closing remark there on both legs?
Well, Cavaliers played decently. I am proud of them. The score, I think, over the two leg, the score should be 2-0 because there were two mistakes made. The second goal in the first match and the penalty. That was can't tackle a man from behind like that. So him should have tried to get ahead of the player. Cavaliers team young, them in them 20s, or them say average year is 20.6, them say. Young team, get experience. They played Messi well today. I mean, I was saying 10 seconds leave the game over. Messi now score today. What a thing. Talk too quick. But that is all right. Them get to see Messi. The Jamaicans get to see Messi. And all is well. And Mr. Speed did a good job again. I mean, like I said before, Chris, I think the game was going to end 1-1 or 0-0. And 2-0. Cavaliers equipped themselves well. I think that the midfield again was kind of missing again. And Jamaica were probably with midfielders. I don't know why we can't find a solid midfield, but hopefully they'll get back to this competition next year, and maybe next year they will win a game or score a goal. They haven't scored yet in 4 tries. Just like Jamaica in the Copa, it took us how long before we scored? I mean, years. So hopefully Cavaliers, Mount Pleasant, whoever gets there next year, hopefully we have all 3 teams in there next year. Because if Cavaliers sit at fifth place right now, CC, now hear me.
Yeah, in fifth
Cavaliers
place.
sit
In fifth place.
right, so therefore you have Montego Bay, you have a couple teams ahead of them. So say you must look at where how Cavaliers play Miami and say Jamaica football standards improving. Although Miami team is an old team, but they have experience. The guys are very skilled. And if Cavaliers can hold Miami and trouble them, you say, and they're in fifth
No,
place
no,
in Jamaica
they're
Premier
fourth. They're fourth place. Fourth place.
or fourth place, or they're fourth place in Jamaica Premier League. That means that the Premier League standard is raising. You understand me? And when you look at Cavaliers, are about 5 players or 6 players on the team from other islands, which mean that Jamaica Premier League is maybe the number one Premier League in the Caribbean. Now it used to be Trinidad, maybe we passed them, which is all a good look. And hopefully now we can move forward the players going into the national team. You know what I mean? Hopefully they get so better till we have players going into the national team from the Premier League. And hopefully instead of going to USL, we'll start go to Europe instead. And just Cavaliers playing this game, I'm sure it is a national show on national TV in the US. Maybe other people seeing it in Europe. Hopefully, more scouts will come to Jamaica and see what we have to offer, and get some other young players over there in Europe somewhere. Good job, Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think, piggybacking on what the lads have said, I think Mr. Balin closed off well there, and I'll echo what he said. Good job to Cavaliers. I think they did their country proud. CC already touched on the fact that many thought that they would get a complete hammering home and away, and that they'll be left with an embarrassing scoreline. But the results does read for itself: 2-0 on tonight's occasion, 4-0 on aggregate. Subsequently, what that means is that they exit the CONCACAF Champions Cup competition with Inter Miami, their opponents, sailing through to the quarterfinals. But it's nothing to be ashamed of. When you look at the caliber of footballers at the disposal of Inter Miami, I think many, as I said, assume that this would be a embarrassing occasion for Cavalier, a young Cavalier side that is. But as I've said on my other live streams, fair play to Cavalier, and also fair play to their gaffer as well, Rudolph Speed. I think they've done a applaudable job. Excellent would mean going through to the next round, so we can't say they've been excellent because, as I said earlier on, they just don't have it in their arsenal. They didn't have that je ne sais quoi in their locker that they needed to implement to get the all important goals, because football is a results game. Young team, I see this as a learning progress. But as I said on my live stream, I think in the first 45, these young lads have cemented themselves in the history of football in Jamaica. When you think about those iconic, historic, legendary moments, these young Cavalier boys will be able to say, I did that. I played a role in bringing arguably the greatest footballer to ever live to come to Jamaica and to play on the pitch at the National Stadium. And he played more than what we bargained for, or more than what I assumed he would play.
Yeah,
I
he played
thought
half an hour. He played half an
I
hour.
think yeah, I think judging
35
by
minutes.
the state of the National Stadium, I thought maybe they'll give him maybe some 10 minutes or so. Mind
Yeah.
you, Inter Miami went off with an early injury. It looks like it was a hamstring injury with one of their players. So I assumed, like many, that he would only get 10 minutes. And Busquets, not Busquets, Jordi Alba went down holding his ankles again. Fear factor kind of kicked in. So good showing. The fans in the stadium got their money's worth. I think they got to see the living man live in colors, in flesh, and they also got to see their Messi goal. So I think that is money well spent. I think Mr. Balin said earlier on
Question.
when he came on
Yeah.
that he believes that this moment can only be eclipsed by the late great Pele. But for my generation, I could only speak for my generation. With the exception of what we've seen of the Reggae Girls qualifying for back-to-back FIFA Women's World Cup round of 16, I think this moment here, Messi playing in Jamaica on home soil, puts itself in a league of its own. Mr. Balin, you were saying something?
Yeah, I want to ask CC a question. CC, you still there?
I think he just
CC
turned his
gone.
camera. No, I think
No,
he's
I'm
there.
still here. I'm still here.
Yeah, CC. Why Speed don't start the Trinidadian youth brethren? He put
For some
life on the
reason,
game.
to be honest, I don't know. You know that guy, that player was at a MLS club, if I'm not mistaken. He was on the fringes of a MLS club
MLS club.
before, So
Yeah.
he's a quality player, because I think he got the opportunity when they were playing. I think Jamaica played Trinidad in the Gold Cup, and he
Yes.
absolutely wiped the floor with Lembikisa. So at that point in time, I think he got an opportunity, but I don't know why he doesn't play more often. That player
No,
left more.
because he put the Miami under, and him really show up for it. Him put Miami under pressure. And I think from the first game I thought he should have started. Maybe him not fit. It's just I don't like asking to speed that question. Why you don't start this young man? He starts in the Premier League. CC gone again.
Pick up yourself there, Drew Frost.
No, I'm still here, man. It's for me, as I said before, I don't want to knock the coach statistics. Sorry, the coach intention of not starting him, because sometimes you have that player who is more of an impact player right now in terms of coming off the bench and giving you something in the game. So maybe the energy that you saw him give coming on in the first game and even this game, you probably wouldn't have seen it in if he started. So I mean, I'm not going to knock the coach's decision and not starting him or bringing him on at a certain point in time. I just think there was individual mistakes. The first goal, the penalty was a mistake. Like the way in which you're going for that ball, like who swings their foot like that as a football player, as a defender? You're not supposed to be swinging your leg like that. So that was a awful tackle and clear penalty.
Yeah, well, he's 19 still, so I'll give him a break.
Yeah. Ainsworth do it?
Yeah, Ainsworth.
Oh
My Ainsworth side, yeah, Ainsworth.
Yeah, it was poor, man. It's a poor penalty to give away.
Apart from that, he had a good game, but
he had a good game in both games, but that was a poor penalty to give away. And I think, as I said before, when you look at the goals, that is what you see. Football is like this. That is why we love the game. Unlike basketball and some other sports where points is a premium, football goals are not a premium. Goals is a rarity. Like unlike some games, we will see a bunch of goal is something that is rare, and to give away certain type of goals, it can hurt you. But I think, as I said, they gave a good account of themselves. They played well enough to even earn a draw at least out of one of these fixtures.
In both games.
Yes, so they played well enough to earn a draw. And I think that's where you look at in terms of the coach's statistics, and you look at sometimes quality chum statistics, because as good as you can be as a coach, if you don't have certain type of quality player, then the person with the higher quality usually wins out most of the time.
Yes. And these players are young. I know Speed may ship them off soon to some parts far. But you could see where these guys, if they were playing at this level very often, they would improve very, very much. The improvement will be faster because they know they have to be on point in this game. Is not, and one mistake, these guys will burn you. And I must give, I guess, kudos to King again. King need to leave Jamaica. King can't spend the next season in the Premier League. And I don't know why him can't get into Europe somewhere, because the way him play, you hear the commentary that's talking about him. He's the best defender on the field, even with the Miami defenders. What do you guys think?
Let me just say something. Drew Ross, I'm so sorry I butchered your name. My apologies. It wasn't on purpose. So big up yourself, Drew Ross. Jamaican View by Robert C. Gray. Big up yourself. Kyle Wallace, big up yourself. Sebastian, big up yourself. Redlaw the Future, big up yourself. Bird Boy, big up yourself as well. The Doctor in the comment section, big up yourself. Mindset Media, big up yourself. Jaquin Smith, I hope I pronounced your name right. Big ups to you as well. Just scroll through this comment section because you guys have been here.
Maybe name Joaquin.
Oh, Joaquin. Could be. it's a foreign one to me. At Coach's Desk, you were here earlier on. Blair Video, big up yourself. Joseph Gray, big up yourself. Marvelous McMain, big up yourself. Damian Hilton, shout out to you. And I think that is probably it. And of course, the family for Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, Texican, Grimy, CC Sports, those guys dropped some comments in the comment section. Also, the president, Mr. Issa Allen. And also, shouts out to the rest of the team. I know Kimo was on ground in Jamaica doing some work, so I hope he is enjoying the occasion. It's probably soon to come to an end for him. I don't know if I'm forgetting anyone. Siobhan as well. Siobhan was at the game at the ground. I hope he enjoyed himself, and I hope everyone gets home safe and unharmed. I am so sorry. You know, I realized after I said it in my head, I was just like, I just called you the wrong name. My apologies. Yeah. Back to what Mr. Ballin was saying. I think we've got maybe just 4 more minutes until we close off with this one, guys. Mr. Ballin saying that King, you said, I agree with you. I don't think he should spend another season in the JPL. I think he needs to grow now, spread his wings, go and learn the other part of the trade that you're not going to learn when you're in the Jamaica Premier League. You know, no disrespect to the league, but he now needs to just get out of that league to like better his game. He's 23 years old. I think now is the time as he's edging towards what should be the peak years of his career. Once you get to those 25 and onwards, 25, 26 peak years of your career, he needs to just get on his skate and just get go and learn somewhere else. Where is he going to go? Is it a case? I know some people don't like the MLS. Is it a segue into the MLS, or is he coming to Europe? I'm not really sure, but I think just like what Mr. Ballin was saying, it's time for him to just get moving now.
Yeah. One question to CC before you're cut off. CC, when they name in the Jamaica squad?
It'll be tomorrow, Friday.
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, Crystal, when I tell us a correction, the second best player to grace Jamaica shores.
Pele is the first.
Remember Pele.
Don't think I went there. I did say for Mr. Ballin, it's Pele. It's Pele, but for me.
To be honest though, like I think if you're really honest with the history and everything, the 3 greatest players has to be Pele, Maradona, Messi. If you should be honest in that order. But as I said, we are younger, so maybe my generation will say Messi. Then
I have to say Messi. I can't say Pele because I'll be lying to myself. Because what do I know about Pele really and truly?
Yeah.
Other than what we see on YouTube.
No, that's what I was saying. But I'm telling you, like when I look at it, right? I'm looking at it from this. If I should say the greatest player I have seen, I would say Messi. But if I should say the greatest player in history, I would say Pele, because it's different to say in history in terms of what we'd have read and what would have transpired versus to say who I have seen. So what I have seen is different, in my opinion.
No, I agree with you. I mean, Drew Ross don't agree with us. He's saying CR7. I'm backing you in that though, CC. I'm saying Messi, the little magician.
Yeah. But the thing about it, remember, is just even look at it like this, Crystal. The story behind Pele going into the Brazil losing the World Cup in 1954. Then while Pele was a youngster, watching the World Cup, going at 17, scoring a hat-trick, thinking one of the games, and scoring a brace in the final, scoring a hat-trick, and then come and score a brace in the final at 17 years old, winning the World Cup for Brazil. And then all of those things, I think, based on what he would have done. And then people forget that Pele brought the game to America in terms of club football, in terms of Cosmos, and then there was this thing, Mikey Ballin, that a lot of people don't understand, that Pele didn't play a lot in the Copa Libertadores, which is the South American Champions League, because Santos had to be a traveling team, because Brazil declared him a national treasure.
The private chat, please.
Oh, hold on. Yeah. So I think the thing what I say is when Pele when Santos, because I think Juventus, one of those clubs in Italy wanted to sign him, but because they declared Pele a national treasure and the clubs in Europe couldn't get to sign him, what they was doing is bringing Santos out, flying Santos out to play multiple games. So because of that, Santos pulled out of the regional competitions that they would have been playing in South America. So they didn't play a lot of Copa Libertadores. And I think even Pele didn't play a lot of Copa America in the period of time. So I think people don't, because of who Pele was. Imagine in Europe they had Di Stefano, they have Eusebio, all of these guys. But here you have to fly out a little black boy from out of South America every time to come and play in Europe against the Juventus, the Inter Milans, the AC Milans, the Real Madrids, all of these teams, simply because you could not get to sign him. So I think because of that, and because there weren't any social media at the time, the impact, I think that is the same thing, Crystal, with the Michael Jordan. There weren't any social media, yet 6 billion people knew Michael Jordan. So it's the same where there wasn't any social media, but the entire world knew Pele. So, I mean, with that being said, I think it's the Trinity. So it's just who is in terms of modern. I think like Messi would have basically left the game in terms of the top level now. And I think there's a gap because Pele would have finished 1970, then Maradona would have came in the 70s, late 70s. 82 basically, and Pele would have exited. But then Pele coming out from 82 now. No, sorry, Maradona coming from 82 go to 94, and then there was a gap, and then Messi came in 04. We would have seen a lot of wonderful footballers. So I guess it's another decade before we see somebody rise up to the level where we can look at it and say, this guy is the next modern player, which the next generation, Crystal, will be saying.
What do you think about Mbappe?
I think Mbappe, I don't think he has. If you look at the players, if you look at the description of Pele, the description of Maradona, the description of Messi, I don't think Mbappe has that type of description in terms of that creative number 10 player who is also a premier goal scorer. So he's a premier goal scorer, but I don't see him as a premier creative player. Okay. And I think all three players were premier creative players, but they were also premier goal scorers because even Maradona scored 45 goals in the league down in his league down in Argentina. So in terms of premier goals, so maybe even the guy named Yamal, probably in the next decade, he will be one of those guys that people are looking towards. But as I said, to me, it's just how you look at football and where the football is right now. But
you're still saying Messi then, right?
Me?
Messi there?
If I'm saying Messi, no, I think based on what he's achieved and everything, I don't think he's the most entertaining player, but he's definitely the greatest player active or alive.
The top three is Pele. Yeah, I want to go with Messi then Maradona, but it can go either way. So it could go either way between Messi and Maradona. The second place.
Seems like this is the first time in my life I've ever seen a comment like that. I feel like he's just saying that. Surely he doesn't mean it. Read what you just said, because I don't even believe you believe what you just typed, in all honesty. But to each their own. You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah. And I think Mbappe going to be the next poster boy. If him not get injured. Huh?
Football?
Mbappe.
Football?
Yeah, I think he's the best right now.
I think for me, it depends though. I think it kind of up for grabs right now because this little youth named Lamine Yamal, I think Mbappe at the opportunity is definitely there because of the World Cup and what he would have won. But Yamal, having won the Euro recently, if Spain goes on to win the World Cup, I think Lamine Yamal will be thrusted into that spotlight. So I think next World Cup is the time for Yamal to stake his claim. if he can win the World Cup and basically put himself to the forefront, I think it will
So,
be him versus Mbappe. And I think that's what La Liga should be marketing: Yamal versus Mbappe.
que-
But
question. Oh God, Ronaldo. Where you put him? Where you put Ronaldo, Crystal?
Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah.
top 10. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo, it's different.
Him up there too, but I don't know why I don't. He creates, he does everything. So him up there too, but him not in Messi class.
Mikey be mind them Buckley, you know.
Eh? Well,
And the man them in that comment section, Buckley.
what the man say? Haters.
No, they you got you're upsetting the Ronaldo fans.
Ronaldo a chacha boy, man. Him good still enough. We not got to him good. Him up there. Him in the top 10. Like CC say, him up there, but him not in the top 3. And
True Rock is
in
good
him
enough,
prime,
you know.
in his prime, when him and Messi was in their prime, they were back, but Messi was ahead of him all the way. I mean, it's him, Mbappe now is ahead of him because he's an old man now. Him and Mbappe at the same age, I think he's better than Mbappe.
Yeah, I think commenting on Mbappe, I think the way that Mbappe burst onto the scene, it's almost like a blessing and a curse in a way because he achieved so much so young. Like he was
Yeah.
instrumental France winning the World Cup, right? And they could have gone back to back, but they had so many key players missing at the last FIFA Men's World Cup that they just couldn't get it over the line. And had he done that with the number,
Crystal.
one second. Had he done that with the number of players that were missing from that France squad, maybe we'll be having an entirely different conversation about Mbappe, in terms of where to rank him, even with what Lamine Yamal has done with Spain. But even more so with Mbappe, I think the reason why the conversation is a bit up in the air with him is because a lot of people feel like he spent too long at PSG, like he needed to just get on his skate and get moving. Obviously, he's done that now, but it's almost as if he's playing a little bit of a catch up with his career. And you still want to know, is he with all those good fantastic caliber of athletes around him at Real Madrid, can he still make it him? Can he still be the protagonist, you know, around all of that talent? And he has to do a couple of that before you can, for me, rank him in his level of greatness or gold, whatever way you want to look at it. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mr. Ballin, saying?
No. I lose my chain of thought. I don't remember what I was going to say.
I think, as I said, Mikey,
That I think you wanted to comment on when I was saying that Mbappe, the blessing and the curse for Mbappe is the manner in which he burst onto the scene and the role that he played in France.
I want to say in that World Cup, but against Argentina, right? Is Argentina knocked them out, right?
in the final.
World. Huh?
In the final.
You're talking about last work. Yeah.
The final.
Argentina.
Is the what are you the name again? When Mr. Sitter? What name again?
Oh, I think I know what you're
France get the game for winning. The brother get an empty goal, and I don't know what he did. But when you're playing a big game, pressure, them's a boss fight.
Immortality, man. Big up, Cranky. But it's the fine line between immortality. But I think you know what happened to with it. This is why I tell people titles will always define players. No matter they will score goals and all of these things. But add Mbappe one day, Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain, and come and win the World Cup again. Undoubtedly, the conversation would be who is actually the greatest, because he would have won a World Cup, as Crystal said, with Pogba and all of those guys, and then he would have won one with them missing as well, and then he would have carried a Paris Saint-Germain team and won Champions League as well. So it would have almost been like, look at his body effort and look at what he has done, and then people would be comparing and say, oh, look at Look at the other players and the great players they would have around them. So it's sometimes is legacy defining, like Maradona at Napoli. That was his legacy defining moment in terms of winning the league with Napoli twice. And Napoli have never won the league before. Wasn't as big as a Juventus, wasn't as big as a AC Milan, wasn't as big as a Inter Milan. And then they only recently won it again since he has died. So I mean it's the legacy defining moment with a lot of players. I hear even people saying this, Mikey, and not to really go to basketball, but when LeBron scored like 50,000 points in combination between playoff and regular season, a lot of people making a bunch of noise about it. But I am here to tell them that the 3-1 comeback from Golden State is far greater than anything that he have done in his career. I did not have that 3-1 on his resume. 50,000 points doesn't matter because Karl Malone has scored 37,000 points. Nobody in their right mind will tell you that Karl Malone is greater than Steph Curry.
Yeah. But they play a different position anyway. So
They play a different position, but I'm saying as a basketball player, what Karl Malone failed to achieve in his career, Steph Curry would have achieved over a period of time. And people will say, oh, he may be playing for a better Golden State team. That doesn't matter. It comes back down to, were you able to galvanize your team to championships, or weren't you able to do it? Not the individual accolades, because if we were to sit down and talk about who scored the most points, then I guess Karl Malone would be a better scorer than Michael Jordan, having scored 6,000 more points than Michael Jordan, or 5,000 more points.
Yeah. But I have a question for you now, you two. If Messi didn't win the World Cup, where would you put him?
Messi for me is still the greatest. Still the greatest.
If he didn't win the World Cup?
Irrespective of that, because if that's the case, big up yourself, Cranky, by the way. Guys, if you're not familiar with Cranky Live, please to his channel and hit the like and subscribe button. Likewise, do the same for Jordan as well. Head over to his channel and hit the like and subscribe button. Because if that's the case, Mr. Ballin, we shouldn't even be talking about CR7 then, should we?
No, that's why I said, see, all right, look at it like this. I think had Messi not won the World Cup, a lot of people would have not elevated him. As a matter of fact, he's winning the World Cup and giving a performance at the World Cup. Because Messi was garbage at for a couple of the World. Messi wasn't anything at 2018. He wasn't anything at 2010. And 2006, they might be giving him a break because he was a juvenile, and the coach, to me, Peckerman, didn't do him well justice. 2014, he won to play the tournament, but I think James Rodriguez deserved that. So I think Messi, what hinged on Messi becoming the GOAT for a lot of people, Crystal, was Messi performance for Argentina. And having won the World Cup and then Copa America cemented that in a lot of people's mind in terms of the fact that he would have delivered trophies for, and some would say, an unfancied Argentina team. So it's not even like it's an Argentina team when you look at the plethora of stars from previous generations. When you look at Argentina previously to what Messi would have played with recently, Rodrigo De Paul and those guys, they're not. Rodrigo De Paul, I don't think he's better than Juan Sebastian Veron. He wouldn't be in the same conversation. And apart from, I think, Angel Di Maria, you wouldn't necessarily consider some of those players the greatest Argentine players ever to put on a jersey. So when you look at that, I think it shaped the narrative. As you said, Crystal, you would have had him as GOAT before. A lot of people would have, and you couldn't blame them. But I think it cemented. I mean, when he won the World Cup and then he won the Copa America, I think the conversation about greatest, he basically went into that conversation. Cristiano Ronaldo now, that is why for me, he's not in the GOAT conversation. He can't be in the GOAT conversation without. Remember, it's not like you play for Jamaica, right? You play for Portugal, a country that can compete for the World Cup. It's not like you play for a country that cannot compete for the World Cup, you know. So when you play for a country that can compete for the World Cup, Crystal, is different.
Sorry, CC. But the way that Mr. Ballin just sat down, that's how rich people sit down, you know.
Loaded. Yeah. So I think I think you play for, like, for example, Lamine Yamal. If he should
Yeah,
enter the conversation, he has to win a World Cup because you're playing for Spain. It's
take
not
the
like
eye.
I think the mark, all right, the way in which we mark players who play for Spain, England, France, Italy, Germany, Brazil, Argentina, Portugal, it's different from the way we mark players who play for USA, Jamaica, Canada.
I think you look at it slightly different to myself, the CC. Sorry to interject, but I think Ronaldo, although he's not, for me, he's not the greatest of all time. I think it's Messi, right? Arguably so. But I think irrespective of him not having the World Cup under his belt, I think he is still in the conversation of being arguably the greatest player of all time. Like, I think it just comes down to maybe that conversation is subjective with a little bit of facts behind it, but I think he's definitely in the conversation. I just think Messi taking it over the line edges him out because he has the World Cup. Now, if you want to eclipse him or again rub shoulder to shoulder with him, you have to win the World Cup. But I think in terms of that conversation, that was dead and buried because Messi has won the World Cup. But I think Cristiano Ronaldo definitely should be in the conversation of
Yeah, I
great.
mean, but look at it like this, Crystal. If we should name our top 10 players of all time, technically, it's almost like all of these players you could make a conversation of one of them being the greatest of all time.
No,
I'll
man.
give you my. Hmm?
Only one player can be the greatest.
No,
And
what I'm trying.
don't,
No, what me I say.
you can't talk about nobody else but Pele.
No, what me I say is you have Pele, you have Maradona, you have Messi, you have Cristiano Ronaldo, you have Zinedine Zidane, you have Ronaldo Nazario de Lima, you have Paolo Maldini,
Puskas,
yeah, Ferenc Puskas. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like the type.
Willy van de Kerkhoff.
Look what
You know,
hear this player, Ruud Ullit, right? Ruud Ullit.
yeah.
I think Ruud Ullit was a player who, as a defender, was brilliant. As a midfielder, was brilliant. As a striker, was brilliant. Ruud Ullit is a player who, anywhere you put him on the football field, he was brilliant in terms of position. So it's basically like a conversation of preference for some people,
What
and
do you think
they
about
use
Beckenbauer? What do you think about Beckenbauer?
yeah.
Him in
But
the
I think
competition.
I
You want
don't
defender?
depends on the conversation. I think Paolo Maldini is the greatest defender bar none, given the fact that this guy was like played at a high level for a certain amount of, he played in 9 Champions League finals if I'm not mistaken. This guy is a different level of beast, and he could play anywhere in the back line, and then you have Franco Baresi. Remember, Mikey Ballin, there was a defense that conceded 15 goals and scored 36. Their team scored 36 goals and won the league. Can you imagine a team score 36 goals and winning a league title, Crystal?
How much games they play? About 36 also.
Exactly. And they won the league. 34 games they played. And they won the league title. Scored 36 goals, won the league title, and 34 games played. You're only able to do that when you have a Paolo Maldini and a Franco Baresi in your backline. The greatest defenders you could ever imagine. So I think when I look at the type of players, I think that is why even Michael Jordan said it doesn't do justice to consider one player the GOAT, because you're really looking at other eras and players from other eras. But as I said, I wouldn't knock anybody. Like Messi won everything. He has won everything. He has done everything. And you can't take it from him in terms of Champions League, the league title, World Cup, Copa America. There's no trophy that he has not won. And as a matter of fact, he has won the most trophies as a footballer, because I think he has eclipsed Dani Alves in terms of trophies won. So, no matter whatever you're using as your criteria.
Anyway, people I'm being summoned, so me
Yeah.
not text us saying, so you know, so everybody have gone down here, so me have to go because they may start fire
Hey,
shot.
look, next time read the itinerary, okay, Mr. Ballin?
The itinerary, me not in itinerary.
Next time read your itinerary before going from state to state.
You see, it down is them can you see down here, so a pure cow and animal me I see. You understand? Me wilderness. Eh?
Country living. Nothing better than the country living.
Yeah. All right, then we're gone.
All right, take care, sir. Bye-bye. Yeah, Cece, I think you're gonna let them bottle you in the comment section by telling them that their goat can't beat you. You put him in the top 10. I think he pissed some people off with that.
I
But
think let me give you a better then, guys. I have him at fifth or sixth. Yeah, I probably have him at six because I have Zinedine Zidane and Ronaldo Nazario above him. That's the five: Messi, Pele, Maradona, Ronaldo, and Zidane, and then CR7. Sixth.
oh my God, Zidane. Oh wow. Wow, we've been so privileged. We've been so privileged. I know he's not part of the conversation, right, in terms of GOAT, but one of the players that I enjoyed watching growing up. Can you name who he is? He's Brazilian.
One of the players that you Ronaldinho.
I mean, yeah, he's like my favorite, but not Ronaldinho, someone else.
That you enjoyed growing up.
Yeah, we're watching him.
I would say Dani Alves.
Ronaldinho. So yeah, that's my GOAT. Say it again.
No, you said Ronaldinho.
No, Ronaldinho, my goal. That's my goal. Love watching him. The man just made football smile. Like
That's what I was just saying to you. Like, yo,
no, it's not what I mean. Ronaldinho is my goal, but I wasn't even referring to him.
What you talk about Rivaldo?
No.
So the which Kaka?
Yes.
Kaka is my player.
I love Kaka. I used to play like Pro Evolution Soccer because I preferred it for FIFA, and that guy had to be in my team. Like Kaka had to be in my team. I love that guy. Wow, Kaka. We've been so privileged. We're a bunch of spoiled brats this generation. Kaka. Wow.
Kaka.
Wow. Yeah, we're just spoiled for choices, aren't we? Yeah, I know it's not in the conversation, but such a fabulous player. Definitely enjoyed watching him play. And Ronaldinho, like that man made football smile. Impossible to watch that guy and not just be in awe. I mean, yeah, if you talk about aura, that is him. Aura, Ronaldinho all day long.
But listen, there's too many. There's so like I think Brazilians romanticize football, and there's just a lot of those things. But as I said, big up yourself, Crystal. Big up everybody on the chat. That's a conversation for another time. But we've been blessed with Ubers of talent. Dennis Bergkamp, Marco Overmars. Like there's just Uber.
Hey, don't name no more Arsenal because I have a feeling that Drew Ross is a Man United fan. Something's telling me that he's a Man United fan at heart. So don't name no more Arsenal stars.
No, man, right? I think Cristiano Ronaldo, people don't understand to put Cristiano Ronaldo sixth. I just think Cristiano Ronaldo is absolutely brilliant. But I think when I watch Ronaldo Nazario de Lima, the health phenomenon, that was a different beast. And when you watch even Zinedine Zidane, the way he played, I think it's absolutely different. We have to go do a different show, and in terms of
come back. I mean, he is a man. I knew it. I knew he was like backing heavily. I'm like, yeah. An old school Man United fan. Cece, any closing remarks before we end the stream? It's been almost 3 hours and 40 minutes.
No, man, I said my closing remarks already in terms of.
I mean, you don't want to sell your platform? I was referring to your platform.
Oh, yes, guys. Remember to go over to, CC Sports Lab. Thank you for all the support you have given me so far. So, I mean, just look out for more content. I will try to do I'm trying to do like starting probably next week or so to give like a Friday night stream in where.
I mean, tomorrow is Friday.
No, I can't do it. No, I have.
That just seems like you're backing out of it. CC.
No, I'm not backing. No. Remember, I'm with.
Well, like the reggae boy.
I'm with the wife, so I have to give her the time.
Sorry, say it again.
Now I'm on vacation with the wife, the spouse, so I have to make that priority.
I mean, if you want to use that as your get out of jail card, then lock yourself out. But that does sound.
It's honest. It's the honest thing. I mean,
is it going to be 24 hour?
No.
Okay, I'll
They
remember
say
it.
it, but I mean, as in saying, we're gonna put in the time and everything. But big up people, thanks for supporting me and always support me when even when I commentate on JFF Live, all of these things. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe button. Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, every platform. Just remember to like, share, subscribe.
Absolutely. And guys, it's been an absolute pleasure rocking with you guys for almost 4 hours. Thank you so much for supporting myself. Big ups to CC Sports. Big up to Issa Allen. Big up to the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club. Do make sure you subscribe to each of our channel and also hit the like button. I'm going to leave you with a ad for the upcoming Reggae Boys match against St. Vincent. So do go ahead and give that a listen and do what the lads said in the comment section. Hit that like button for me, please, and thank you. Tomorrow is the lovely Friday, and that is the start of the weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, I do hope that you have a smashing Friday. See you out this week. Let it end on a productive and positive note. And if I don't see you over the weekend, I hope you have a smashing weekend and you know how it goes.
Boys and Girls Supporters Club and Original Dancehall Thursday invite you to rally behind the Reggae Boys as they take on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In the Gold Cup prelims, join us Friday, March 21st at 52 Dunbarton Avenue for the ultimate Reggae Boys watch party. Doors open at 4 p.m. Performance by Luciana, Tishana, Rebel T Sound, Alpha Metro Media, Alanza R. Admission $500. Come out in your Jamaican colors. Diaspora fans, sign up now and watch it on JFF Live.
AK.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.